this is going to be the best game of the week, I think. Last week, every game was good except Bears and Saints, but we all knew that was going to be garbage. That game felt like the biggest waste of time. Washington was 7-9, and they're better than fucking Chicago. Yay! Boy, I got perfect timing. As soon as I start the stream and turn it on, the game's starting.
To the following presentation of the National Football League.
Loud, but a certain favorite band of mine says they love it loud. Hey, 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 hey.
This time of year, the old guard. But don't you think he might have been a sign? The MVP of this league simply taking over the game. There's a new generation with new talent.
This is the era of every quarterback can run really fast.
They move differently. They lead differently. And they're even already rewriting the record.
It's Hogan.
Unbelievable what we are witnessing right here. No, it's not out with the old quite yet. But what can be more fun than watching the next generation fight to take their place?
Come on, YouTube app.
And there are tonight's leading men.
Why does the YouTube app always take forever to let me have my fucking stream up here? The fuck? Can't see your comments. Because the YouTube app sucks dick. Yep, still won't show me my stream. May take the time to click all the way over here and get up my fucking watch history. Because I shouldn't have to. Yep, I mean, really have to click on a bunch of shit to go find it. Hey, Lori. Hey, Jeff. Hey, Robert. Ain't seen Andreas today, but I think he's mad that I'm not streaming Batman. Okay, now I'm ready to properly watch a fucking game. Ooh, it's hot in here.
This is going to be a lot of fun, Michelle. Clearly, the winner of this game, if Kansas City wins, they go to Kansas City next.
Boy, if Kansas City doesn't win tomorrow.
Oh my God. Cleveland goes to the winner of this game. So
All I'm saying is, dead last pass defense shut them down. In a game that they needed to win to get the 1 seed.
won the toss. Defer. Tyler Bass. Good rookie.
Kick his ass, Tyler Bass.
Duvernay back for the Ravens. So we're going to see Lamar Jackson.
You spilt the salt. Grabs the whole shaker and throws it over his shoulder.
Starts up at the 25-yard
You
line.
spilt the salt.
Lamar Jackson.
Ravens run more than anybody. Bills can't stop the run. And Bills also can't run themselves. Not very well.
79 yards to the air, 136 on the ground. It is a running team. They run a lot more than they throw. They get a lot of yardage on the ground, far more than in the air. And he's at the forefront.
Why isn't this Madden Lamar with the big wide shoulders?
From Buffalo, New York, out of the pistol, a formation they use almost half the time.
It's a run. Gus Edwards. And first down, Ravens.
With a 12-yard gain out to the 37-yard line.
Now here's a game.
Very interesting play here. Patrick.
I know it's only one play, but the Ravens come right out and do exactly what you expect them to do, and they still get 12 yards.
Almost like a pulling guard inside and just leads the way there for Gus Edwards. This is a power offense. A power offense against a
He said it twice.
defense. It's going to be one of those
I'm starting to see why people give Collinsworth shit, even though I like him.
182 yards per game on the ground.
And another nice run. And another first down.
Two good runs right off the bat. 2 first down runs. White makes the tackle. First down for the Ravens.
As soon as I saw how the Ravens played last week, I immediately got nervous about my Bills going to the Super Bowl prediction.
And the back is going to circle all the way back around. So they're trying to take advantage of the fact that the Bills are all hyped up, get them going one way, come back the other way. And this is the power running game that if you're a Bills fan, you have to be worried about.
Now Edwards is out and Dobbins is in. The rookie running back number 27.
And another big run.
Another deep into Bills territory
First down, Ravens again. Oh, yeah, that's like 2nd and 1. It looked like a first to me.
Talked about Ricard. Mark Andrews, the tight end. Another fine season for him. And the guys up front, Orlando Brown moved from right side.
Yeah, Jeff, I got immediately nervous about this game because I know the Ravens are tough for the Bills to play. This is the worst matchup they could have gotten this round.
At the 44-yard line.
Hey, they were all over that one.
But this time no gain.
3rd down.
Tackled by White, setting up a 3rd down and 1 for Baltimore. Offensive coordinator is Greg Roman, who was here a few years ago as the Bills' offensive coordinator. You talk about a guy who has a lot of weapons to work with. He's the one.
I tell you, I've watched his offenses dating back to when he took Colin Kaepernick.
Cover your ears. That's okay. We lost to them the next week, even though we really shouldn't have. But we're not New Orleans, so we didn't cry about it for 5 years. Lamar, first down. The Ravens still haven't called the pass play. Hey, Steelers fans, how does it feel to know the Ravens and Browns are still alive and you're sitting at home? If the Ravens didn't get ravaged by COVID, they would have won the division easy.
You have to play those two pullers going outside, and then you have
Pittsburgh could barely beat the Ravens practice squad. But enough shitting on the Steelers. They're not relevant. And Lamar Jackson's relevant. Ooh. Don't knock the old man over. Forgot to refresh this. My bad. It really should start itself. I shouldn't have to refresh it. Motherfucker.
Here we go. Lamar Jackson just keeps the ball on the outside. So no matter what it is that you do, there's a good chance you're going to be.
Well, you know, everybody says you got to run to set up the pass.
Two head coaches, John Harbaugh, Sean McDermott, both off the Andy Reid tree. Coached together in Philadelphia for a number
Unless you're
of
Doug
years.
Peterson or Mike McCarthy.
2nd down and 3, and
Timeout, Ravens.
already a timeout has been called here by the Ravens. So 2nd down.
Could you imagine a universe, Bills and Browns for the AFC Championship? What a time to be alive. It's possible.
Become the first quarterback with multiple 1,000-yard rushing seasons. 1,206 last year and 1,005 this season. Most rushing yards by a quarterback in his first 3 postseason games, averaging 111. Most wins in a quarterback's first 19 road starts. This is a great
Time travel 4 years ago and say, hey, man, the Browns and Bills are about to be in the AFC Championship game, maybe.
Yeah, and
You're like,
usually
what?
you don't see the first pass until you start stopping the run. But Lamar has been throwing the ball very well ever since he set out that game in Pittsburgh. So maybe we get one here.
2nd down and 3. The fake. Oh my God, they threw a pass.
The Bills would love to see more of that because the Bills have one of the best secondaries I've ever seen.
Of the first down. Now the Buffalo.
When Josh Norman's a backup, you've got a deep secondary. Josh Norman's like a nickel guy.
Addison can get you from the outside. The linebackers are Edmonds and Milano.
Defensive line's not good, but their linebackers and their secondary is unbelievable.
Pro Bowl. Micah Hyde made a big knockdown last week to cement the victory over Tennessee.
Remember when he coached the Vikings?
Leslie Frazier a few years back, the head coach at Minnesota.
Most Vikings fans wish they didn't remember.
In the pistol now, Edwards is the back. Give it to him, and
It's going to be 4th and 1.
a little bit short of the first down.
Go for it.
It's going to be 4th down and inches.
Go for it.
Knowing that Baltimore offense, you'd be surprised if Harbaugh doesn't go for it here.
Well, really, this is their specialty, right? I mean, they're going to play to try and just...
Gus Edwards doesn't have a picture on NFL.com.
This offensive line and these backs and this fullback can't pick up a foot when you get the ball.
Bills will come to the line.
I don't know. Flag.
There's a penalty flag, so a first in the game here. Looks like they were not set
So if it's before the snap, you can blow it and say the play never happened.
In a moment.
The Bills would rather than not. They'd rather say, no, fuck it, we stopped them, turnover.
Now, it looks like the Bills may have lined up offsides here.
Or did they?
Offside.
Oh,
Number 54 defense lined up
I didn't
in the
quite
neutral
catch
zone.
that.
That 5-yard penalty results in a first down.
A.J. Klein, so a gift first down.
All right, the red line here is the line of scrimmage.
Oh,
and,
wow, yeah.
There's
Jesus
the
Christ,
line
dude.
there. Pretty easy call, and you don't want to gift this offense too much.
Especially a freebie.
No, that's your chance for the turnover there. Get your exciting offense back out on the field.
Can we talk about how sweet the Ravens have looked since they went to purple pants?
They are now at the other 25. 7 runs, 1 pass on the opening drive.
Oh, look out.
Jackson under.
Oh, that was bad.
Down. Levi Wallace came in from the edge.
You'll find that when you play the Ravens, blitz, because the corner's the only people fast enough to chase him down. Fat defensive lineman can't chase him.
Levi Wallace going to come in off the edge right here, and this is really on Lamar Jackson. He has to be able to see it. He looked right at him. He tried to make a great escape to get out of it. But it is
Eli Manning made a
plays.
better
That's
escape.
Exactly what happened when these two teams
Eli
played a
Manning's
year
a better
ago.
scrambler
The
than
Ravens moved the ball, but big plays on defense.
And they're going to come back and run it on second long, because of course they are.
And out of the 34 goes Lamar, taken down there by Mario Addison. It'll be 3rd down and 19.
Vernon Butler is limping off the field, and they do not need that. They will need all the big bodies trying to stop this Ravens offense they can find.
Butler looks over to the bench. Harrison Phillips comes in to take his spot.
Got a kicker with plenty of leg, but plenty of wind out here tonight, and it appears to be blowing at the Ravens offense.
Wind blowing right now at about 6 miles an hour. 3rd down and 19.
There's a blitz. That's like an all-out blitz.
The dart over the middle is complete. Well within Tucker's range. I mean, Tucker's range is like from here to downtown Buffalo. Catch made there on the 4th and 7th by Boykin. And in comes one of the great kickers ever.
Jinx him. Go ahead.
There is the wind again. It looks like it's a lot more than 4 miles an hour. Now our read is saying up to 10.
We couldn't get some snow for this and make it really cool.
As in most stadiums, it swirls. So here's Tucker, who almost never misses. A 41-yard attempt.
Gust of wind as soon as the ball snapped.
Well,
No good.
You fucking jinxed him.
another kibosh. What can I tell you?
You got him.
I know.
Goddamn Al Michaels.
Halfway through the opening quarter.
It feels like Al Michaels does that more than anybody.
Yes. Damn, it's rare to see Tucker miss a couple of times within a few weeks.
Back-to-back games.
Yeah. Well, that's a bummer if you pick the Ravens. Or if you're cheering for the Ravens.
I don't know why anybody would be cheering for the Ravens. Honestly. I don't know why anybody would find them likable at all.
I like the current Ravens. Don't love them, but
I just find
I
that
like the
they're
Bills
kind of
better.
arrogant for a team that hasn't really achieved anything.
oh, that's just everybody in the AFC North, though.
Yeah.
That's like that whole division's mentality. Even the fucking Browns are guilty of it.
Well, the Browns at least have the underdog mentality.
Yeah.
They're like, no one expects us to be here. We're pushovers, huh?
yeah.
But
It's complete opposite of last year when they just automatically, oh, we're hot shit now. And I was like,
Yeah.
no, you ain't. Freddie Kitchens is your head coach. You ain't shit.
Sammy Guevara did a face mash with Jake Hager and said it was Sammy Hagar.
Hardy Boys exist to inspire. A lot of good stories in that book. And you can, it pretty much just lays out, good God, no wonder they inspired a generation of trash bag wrestlers who like dress with armbands like the Hardys and wrestle in the backyard.
Is it that bad?
Yeah, but the thing is, they were like successful. They had like upstart local wrestling promotions that they were running as like teenagers and making money off
Oh
of.
my God.
Matt Hardy's like, yeah, we never lost money. We made money off of all the stuff we were doing, so we were successful.
Oh my
It's
God.
really impressive what they accomplished when they were like teenagers and into their early 20s. And then they talk about how they get the trout with WWE, and Jeff lies about his age. Who didn't like Ray Rice? Apparently that bitch, well, the bitch he punched in the elevator must have loved him because she's still with him.
Yeah, I seen her make a post recently because the guy sent you earlier. Actually, he made a video about Ray Rice, and she was like, "Thank you for not being super negative during the whole thing and putting all the facts out there."
Yeah. It was fucked up, but
By T-Mobile.
God, she was hitting him first, is all I'm saying. He's got to control himself, but you can't just be hitting somebody.
No order minimum. About 6,700 fans in attendance. They were all saying last week, the players were saying it sounded like 67,000.
Oh my God, it's Roger God.
Goodell are here, the commissioner looking on with Jane.
Ew, he's married.
Buffalo, heading to Kansas City for the other AFC game tomorrow. So
I'll be able to watch an AFC games, huh?
at the 31-yard line,
There's Diggs already. You're going to see two completely different offensive philosophies because the Bills can't run. They're just going to like throw it everywhere.
Pass protection to allow your quarterback to stand back there like that.
The run-pass ratios for both of these teams is going to be very lopsided in different directions.
What a way to start.
they spread it out here.
Marcus Peters going to start a fight with Diggs. How much you want to bet?
Wide.
Marcus Peters, a whiny little fuck.
Diggs on the outside, Diggs trying to run a crossing route. He looked that way.
And that pass protection's nice.
He was covered, and Allen throws on the run.
I never know if he's throwing it away or not.
Yeah, I mean,
Because there was a couple of plays last week where it's like, oh, he's throwing it away. What?
So Allen last week against the Colts here, completing 3/4 of
Killed 'em.
passes, 324.
And the Colts are good.
Through the air, 3 touchdowns and no picks. He had 8 300-yard games this season after he had none in his first 2 years total.
Simply put, Josh Allen won that game against the Colts in that wild card round. There's just no question. What a great game he had.
He has won a few almost single-handedly this year. 2nd and 10. Motion here. Allen fires over the middle.
John Brown.
The 48-yard line by John Brown. As we take a peek at the Buffalo offense.
Cole Beasley's a fucking monster now.
Diggs has been
Yeah.
tremendous
Like,
after
for real.
coming over from Minnesota. And they go right
He's
to
as
the
uncoverable as Diggs is.
No huddle on 3rd down and 6.
Timeout Ravens again.
And a timeout will be taken here.
Less than 9 minutes in, the Ravens used 2
Did you know
timeouts.
Geico could save you
and made us set through 2 unnecessary commercial breaks.
Thing is, I like watching Ravens games, though. Colin Cowherd called it before the Browns-Ravens game. He said, this game's going to go by fast because they're both just going to run the ball, and the clock's going to be running nonstop, so you'll be out of here in less than 3 hours. Not like other NFL games that go on and on. Like, which was that second game on Saturday last week? It seemed to just last forever. I'm already forgetting which game was in what order. It was Seahawks-Rams. That game just went on and on and on. And it literally ended about 2 minutes before Washington and Tampa Bay kicked off. I love run-heavy teams. They get the game over with faster. NFL games do need to be shorter. Like, we could do without some of these commercials.
Yeah, the commercial breaks really do suck.
The XFL was onto something. We got to make this shit faster.
I'm okay with the game length being
Yeah,
what it is.
60
It's just
minutes
the
is fine for the
commercial.
game, but it's the commercials and shit that just make it take for fucking ever. NFL games should not be 3.5 hours long. Vince McMahon, owner of XFL, nobody wants to watch something for 3 hours. Watch my show for 3 hours every Monday night.
Yeah.
But nobody wants to watch anything else that's 3 hours. They're really onto something this year, having WrestleMania on 2 different nights. I was like, this is what they should have been doing.
I hope they do it again.
Yeah. WrestleMania this past year was great. And that had something to do with it, the fact that it was split up over 2 days. Yeah, NFL games are too damn long. Even NASCAR's smartening up about that. Like every time they add a new race, they don't add 500-mile races anymore. Like whenever it's like, oh, Darlington, 400 miles, the new Darlington race. I'm like, can you shorten Texas to 400, please? Because Jesus Christ.
How about we make every race last about an hour long in
We
total?
Texas lost one race this year, which is great. But can we shorten that one that they still have to 400 miles, please? There's no reason for that to be 500 miles. It's not a prestigious race. The only long races should be the Daytona 500, Southern 500, and Charlotte, the 600. Everything else, why are you 500 miles?
Who's he got? Well, he's got A-Rod, Alex Rodriguez.
It was life-changing when they shortened Pocono. Now Pocono's even shorter. Pocono's like 325, and the second race at Pocono's 350. And I'm like, yeah, fuck yeah, let's get out of here. Fuck Pocono. Both races at Pocono on the same weekend, shorter distance. 3rd and 6. You called timeout. You better make this stop, then. They ain't. Oh man, nope.
What the fuck?
Double coverage, first of all, and Allen missed by about 100 miles.
Elliott and Peters, and it's 4th down.
Yeah, Peters had coverage in man-to-man, but
I do like the matchup of Peters on Diggs because Peters is fast.
Deshaun Elliott came from the line of scrimmage on the right side all the way back into double-team coverage on Diggs.
Corey Marquez will punt. Devin Duvernay sets up for the moment at his 10-yard line. Fairfax ball for and made at the 10.
Well, let's see if the Ravens can score this time.
30 seconds.
Ooh, 30-second break. See, why can't they just do more of that? 30-second breaks.
That's what Billy Keeble said. He can't watch it live.
Yeah.
He records all the games.
I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown regularly in about 2.5 years, but the last time I did, I was just going to tape it and watch it after so I could fast forward. And it made it so much better. I was like, I'm not going to watch Raw live ever again. I'm just going to tape it and watch it after. I will wait till Raw's been on like an hour and a half and then start it so I can just skip commercials.
If Raw was more entertaining, I would watch it. But
Every Raw and SmackDown I'm watching from 2000 is somewhere between an hour and 30 and an hour and 35. I'm like, this is great. That's why it's been so easy. I'm like, yeah, I'm having fun watching old wrestling because there's no commercials in it because it's on the network and it's an hour and a half. If I get bored and have a little time, I'll turn on an old Raw.
Great defensive coordinator Jim Johnson. We're talking about Andy Reid and Johnson were like the parents, and the other guys were like the
Is that Hulk Hogan up there?
kids.
Jim Johnson was something else, though.
You bet.
We would allow you to run it a little bit, and you were going to pay a price for it down the road.
Ravens start from the 10.
Go.
Everybody's covered, so this is what he does. Takes off, picks up 5, 2nd down.
I know what he's trying to do by not running immediately, but with him, I just run. One read, if it ain't there, get out.
Jackson, because the minute you try to play man-to-man, you have to turn defensively and cover your man, obviously, and take your eyes off of that guy. You take your
Don't try
eyes
to
off
be
of that
something
guy
you're
for
not.
very long, he's standing in your end zone.
This time come up with 2 tight ends. Andrews and Tomlinson. Edwards is the running back. He takes
Nothing there.
it, stopped at the line.
That Marcel Darius.
There. To knock
Remember
it
him?
down. 35.
He used to be really good.
Yeah.
Tackle.
Big guy inside number 99, Harrison Phillips, is just going to wade his way through the traffic here.
I like how the Ravens built their entire roster around just stopping Derrick Henry, and it paid off. That's why they got Yannick Ngakoue and Calais Campbell, just for that.
Negative plays to give you these opportunities on 3rd down. They're all up right now.
Ohio State rookie J.K. Dobbins is the back. Sent him into the
I swear to
Yee.
God.
own man.
Look at him reset his feet and find somebody. Oh, never mind, it's dropped.
Incomplete drop.
Dobbins, you suck.
He had him.
Yeah.
Lamar made a great play. Dobbins dropped the ball.
Jackson scrambling around like a video game, bouncing bouncing off this guy, and that guy still got it away, but it's fourth down.
Now watch this. He's going to scramble around. The ball's going to come loose. Now he goes, you know what? I can't run. How about if I throw it? I'll get back. All right, there's the laces. No problem. And then it's dropped.
Oof.
Yuck.
So 3-and-out Sam Cook.
Andre Roberts,
Now in his 15th
Atlanta Falcon
season.
legend.
What a fucking bum. And everybody else he's been with, he's great.
Sixth round back in 06, Andre Roberts.
He has one goddamn job, and he couldn't do it in Atlanta. Bad punt.
Into the prevailing wind, and
Oh my God.
40-yard line. So that kicking game, which is so great, Tucker misses a field goal, and then you got a punt here. Little Buffalo.
Well, that looks fucking delicious. Seriously.
I would have never known that was supposed to be the Buffalo Bills logo.
Really?
If I wasn't watching.
Oh, well, when I saw the dough, I would... Oh, yeah. You got a point.
Like, if somebody just made that and was like, what is this? I'd be like, I don't know, probably the shape of a state. Oh. The brand new TNA announce team, D'Lo Brown and Matt Stryker.
Thank God it's not Josh Matthews.
Here's D'Lo Brown now.
Oh, that's who that was. God,
Yeah.
that did not even look like D'Lo.
Yeah.
Or Triple H's blindfold match with D'Lo, talking in the corner.
So, they're doing Mania this year in Florida again. Next year it's going to be in AT&T Stadium. The year after that, California at SoFi Stadium.
Yeah, but will it though? At this rate?
Who knows?
Because shit's getting worse. We're not getting any better. It's getting worse. God's like, oh, you made a vaccine? Here's a new strain of it. Fuck you. Stay at home for another fucking year. Steel Panther rewrote their song Fuck Everybody and called it Fuck 2020, and the first line of the song is stupid fucking asshole in Wuhan ate a fucking bat. The Kiss Dubai show was cool.
The what?
When Kiss played Dubai 2 weeks ago, whenever it was, that was cool. I was just happy to see them doing something.
Pat McAfee tweeted, "Oh no."
I'd like to find the motherfucker that was single-handedly responsible for COVID. Like, the motherfucker who ate the bat and got sick. I'd love to find him and just beat the fucking shit out of him. If you could just boil it down to one person.
Josh Allen's been good against the blitz so far this year. 19 touchdown passes from 2 last week.
Diggs. Again.
And he gets wrestled down at the 21. So after that 23-yard Sam Cook punt, short field from the 38, they've already picked up 15 to the 23. First down.
I think one of the underappreciated parts of Diggs' game is his short area quickness. I mean, there are a lot of great deep ball receivers. You think back to him in Minnesota right now, and he's catching all those contested balls and bombs down the field. And all of a sudden he comes back here, and he's been operating 20 yards and shorter better than almost anybody in football.
Led the league in receptions and receiving yards this season. Allen in the pocket, backing up. Look out.
You cannot bring him down. He's too big.
Just slings it away.
Yeah.
Sounds like B-Ball talking about how his son's going to be a legendary football player. He's big. He's big. His son is a pussy. He's fat. Oh, he's big. He's big.
Personal foul, roughing the passer. Number 92,
Roughing the passer.
15 yards will be added to the end of the play. First down.
Well, Bowser's miss is even bigger because instead of it even
The
being
picture
just
with
an
it was
incomplete
looking
pass,
cute.
the rookie Madubuike right there, and he was going to go for a soccer award.
Oh, well, that's funny. You see that? Josh Allen went, oh.
Justin Madubuike is the guy who gets flagged. That sets them up.
Ray Rice hit his woman harder than that.
Singletary comes back into the backfield. Knocks in motion. And that gets deflected by Bowser.
Bowser? Oh no, where's Mario at?
Similar that Bill's offensive line didn't have a chance to do that before. Dawkins did a fine job at left tackle, and Darrell Williams picked him up.
He's big. He's big.
In the offseason, another good move.
He said that Dabo Sweeney was looking
General
at his
manager,
son.
he said
No, he's not.
Yeah.
First of all, his son can't even start on his Pee Wee football team.
Wait, how old is his son?
His son's in middle school, but he's like fatter and bigger than all the other kids. So he's, oh, he's gonna be great. He's bigger than everybody. Yeah, what are you gonna do when they all catch up to him, though?
second and 10, 8 plays, 8 passes.
I told my dad, I said his son is what we call a frail whale. Oh, he's big. He's big. He's also a pussy.
Throws the ball around.
I was around the kid for 5 minutes. Like, this is the biggest wimp I've ever seen.
Defense tries to rip it out all the time. It's amazing what Marlon Humphrey and Marcus Peters have done this year.
Yeah, Dabo Sweeney's looking into my part-time boss's son.
Has 8 forced fumbles.
Yeah.
Going to get him a scholarship to Clemson. He's already told us he's going to play for Clemson, that he's going to play for the Cowboys.
Yep, I'm sure.
Most forced fumbles.
He's gonna be so good, he's gonna be recited right now.
Yep.
To the Pee Wee
I said, what the fuck is it, Eli Manning? No. They're 9.
Woo!
Damn, Humphreys is good. Humphrey is really good.
Marlon Humphrey covering
Dad, watch him drop that.
4th down.
cannot hold it in. 4th down, and here comes the field goal group.
Gabriel Davis had such a huge game against the Colts, did so many good things, but he is going against arguably the best slot guy in all of football, and Marlon Humphrey, who just, I don't know, I think Davis just let that one get through his hands.
Yeah.
Big stop that time by the Ravens.
So
Old Booger West would have caught it,
Tyler Bass, the rookie out of Georgia Southern,
because he's big.
had an excellent year, and he is
Finally, somebody makes a kick.
the early lead. 12 minutes into the game. Buffalo
Did you know all my videos are blocked in Syria, Iran, and North Korea?
What? I wonder why.
Just because of the random music in the background in Batman Arkham Knight. Because I got like 3 emails yesterday. It said, your video is blocked. I'm like, blocked? What the fuck for? This is all Syria, Iran, North Korea. I'm like, oh, okay. So I can talk all the shit about North Korea I want. They're never going to see it. Starting to wish I'd got something besides Arby's for fucking supper.
You still got a roast beef in there.
I
don't
do.
you? Yeah, I didn't. I couldn't eat it because I dropped.
Oh yeah, you brought McDonald's. Yeah, I will eat this last roast beef. Yay. Better than nothing. You ever order something and then after you eat it you realize, well, I really don't want that. I want this now, but oh well. Mmm. Lori, I take it we haven't hit the lottery yet, have we? One day she's going to win and then we'll just never hear from her again. That Michael guy must have finally hit it big on a bet. He hasn't been in my streams in a while. He was the pro gambler. Or he had gambling debts and got hunted down and killed by the mob. That's my other theory.
Talked about Andy Reid's influence. The Andy
Y'all,
Reid
they're playing
tree
music
is
like he
about
died.
to fall.
Like, Jesus.
John
I was
Harbaugh
about to
was
say,
there
what
for
happened to
6
Andy
years,
Reid?
And Sean McDermott was there for 12 seasons. John was the special teams coordinator, and then the last year he was the defensive backs coach. And 4 Reid proteges.
I remember when Harbaugh got signed by the
to
Ravens.
the playoffs, Harbaugh, Rivera,
Everybody shit on it.
and McDermott.
A special teams
One
coordinator.
of these guys may see Andy next week if Kansas City takes care of Cleveland tomorrow.
That's a big if.
This game to the AFC Championship. 3-0 Buffalo. Duvernay back to receive the kick. Yeah, sends it down there. You know, we talk about, it's no secret. I mean, a lot of success depends on a quarterback-coach combination. Harbaugh, of course, had Flacco all those years. They won a Super Bowl. And now it looks like Buffalo has that quarterback-coach combination.
No question about it. And Sean McDermott, really maybe one of the more surprising stories in all the National Football League.
Chris Collinsworth is dressed like a flasher.
Goldman Sachs. Think about what it would take to get that job, right? And so he decides he's going to take an internship with the Philadelphia.
Al's dressed like he's going camping.
So he quits Goldman Sachs to go be an intern with his Eagles. His dad said, "You did what?"
Probably still has an accountant to Goldman Sachs, though. On first down.
Oh, fumble!
With a 3-yard run, the Bulldogs
Ravens recover, though. But that ball was definitely out.
They're able to recover. The Ravens are bottom of the pile right there. Matt Skura securing it. Second and 7.
One of the guys you have to keep your eye on this Bills team.
Oh, Josh Norman forced that
Well,
fumble.
that time I think it was Josh Norman who came in. Remember that name from back in Carolina and Washington? Came in and punched that ball out. So I think the peanut punch has been going around the film room as they studied the Baltimore Ravens.
And Josh not a starter, but comes in, makes a big play there. But the Ravens recover as Jackson now in the pocket. Scrambles away, keeps his eyes downfield, and taken out about 4 yards shy of the first by A.J. Klein. Third down.
Once again, we're seeing a lot of zone coverage going against Lamar because they don't want him to get out. They want quick reaction. You can see everybody just dropping back into their zone so that when he does take off, their linebackers can come up and make a play the same way that A.J. Klein did there. Really nobody open. So at some point, they're going to have to start taking those short, quick check down throws and catching the football.
12 runs, 4 passes, 3rd and 4. Up in a tight formation.
Boy, that was close.
Jackson will follow Edwards. Runs into trouble.
And the Ravens are punting again.
To the line of scrimmage, and it's 4th down. As the Bills defense does it again, as they did in the last series.
It's almost like doing the same thing over and over again.
Because it's all you can do.
Got pretty close. Keep an eye on him. He sees this quarterback sweep.
Where's
and
Des
he
Bryant?
hits the Jets. One of the faster linebackers in all of football. Lamar saw that bullet coming.
Hope the Ravens lose on a booth review on a Des Bryant catch. If he's even active. Is Des even active? Because I haven't really seen him. False start now.
A couple of flags here at the snap. It is 4th and 4.
Man, I don't want to run out of this cherry Pepsi Zero Sugar, but I'm gonna.
5-yard penalty. 4th down.
And now 4th and 9.
The Ravens look unsettled, don't they? I mean, this defense.
You know it's going to be a bad night when Tucker's already missed a field goal. If he's fucking up, what hope do you have?
One play here and there that takes them back 3 or 4 yards, and then the Ravens offensively got off sequence and couldn't make it up.
Yeah, they started off very slow, and then the missed field goal. Now Cook again is last probably 23.
I wonder if Robert considers Baltimore his AFC team since he's a Washington fan. What the fuck is Roberts doing there? All I remember about him is fumbling a punt in Seattle that almost cost us a game up there the one year he was with us. Thank God Blair Walsh missed a kick at the end of regulation to avoid overtime. And people were giving Blair Walsh shit. It was like a 50-yarder in the cold, and he missed it. Oh, fuck Blair Walsh. It's like, give him a break.
He had a few other big misses,
Yeah,
too.
but if a kicker misses one that's 50 yards or more, I don't get upset. I'm just like, tough break. That's not easy to make. People take it for granted. Yo, if I'm the Dolphins, I'm like, Houston, I will give you Tua, a first and a second. Please, for the love of God, give me Deshaun Watson.
If I was Miami, I would go, hey, Houston, you can suck my dong. I'll give you a 5th-round pick and good luck.
Madden NFL.
He doesn't want to play for you guys
On
anymore.
NFL social channels, that same day all presented by Verizon. 31 degrees, dry though. We had snow showers, a brief flurry about 2 hours before the game, but nothing right now. First down.
The Bills have not even tried to run the ball yet.
Going deep downfield.
Oh, that was a touchdown he missed.
Down the sideline.
He
Second
wishes
down
he had that one
and
back.
10. Let's take a look at the Ravens defense right now. Started earlier.
Oh, they got that
line.
Derek
They
Wolf
got
dude that used to
Campbell
play for
and Wolf
Denver.
as the linebackers. There they are. Judon Fort Queen is the rookie. Ngakwe came over from Minnesota after Jacksonville traded him to Minnesota. Then Peters and Clark. Elliott, we talked about Humphrey and the veteran Jimmy Smith, who's been around these.
I told you, they're literally, the Bills have not run a single run play.
Oh,
First down. John Brown.
former Arizona Cardinal.
John Brown, first down. Judon into the backfield, forcing the issue, and then a nice grab here along the chalk.
Well, right now, defensively, the Ravens are failing.
Remember back in the day in Madden before they had those animations and your guy would just try to catch the ball like normal with the foot out of bounds and the game be like, incomplete.
He gets outside, makes a pay.
That's the end of the first quarter.
3-0 Buffalo. Watching the divisional playoffs. presented
Baltimore got off to a similar start last week. It ended well. But, yeah, they don't look right. That opening drive was their best. I hope that's not the best they have. Feels like it was. I'm starting to think the Busch Clash on the Daytona road course is a mistake. I think they should set up the short track on the backstretch like they used to and run it there. Because Daytona road course is awesome, but think about it. 18 cars spread out on a 3-mile road course. Is that really going to be exciting? We all know Chase Elliott's probably going to lead every fucking lap anyway. But there's a short track layout on the backstretch. It's like about a half mile maybe. I think they should run it there. I bet they will next year because I'm pretty sure the Clash will not be that exciting. But they had to do something because last year the Clash was a fucking joke. It was just everybody wrecking each other. Tearing a bunch of shit up in a race that ultimately doesn't mean that much. Eric Jones won with a destroyed race car because Denny Hamlin was a lap down and just 2-car tandem out front for the last lap and a half. And Jeff Gordon's dumbass didn't know Hamlin was a lap down. He's like, here goes Hamlin for the win. And Hamlin's a lap down.
James Harden made his debut for the Brooklyn Nets tonight. 32 points, 14 rebounds, 12 assists, 4 steals, and 1 block. It's like, goddamn, James Harden.
I know there's free agency in every sport, but I hate free agency in the NBA because it's like, who's on what team this year? Like, why even bother having a favorite team anymore? I'll just have like a favorite player and just follow them from team to team. Like LeBron James, best player of this generation. Fucking Cavs, Heat, back to the Cavs, to the Lakers. I bet he plays for somebody else before he's done. He'll have like a Shaq. Remember Shaq with the Celtics? Who's going to be LeBron's Celtics before he retires? Maybe the Celtics. LeBron's going to wind up playing for them or something. Free agency in the NFL is fun because it's not run amok. Most star players will stay with their team for a very, very long time.
With a look at downtown Buffalo, New York, tonight's aerial coverage being brought to you by Geico. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya, Bill Stadium, Alan Tapia. They love him here, and he loves them right back. Told us he was very excited to get drafted.
Remember, tell your agents you don't want to go to Buffalo.
team in a smaller town, hates traffic, hates living in a high rise, goes to work here. His 12th pass.
Ooh, that was a nice catch.
Aw.
Oh, they gave it to him. Okay.
No runs. They're going to call that a catch now.
12 pass plays, no runs.
Along the sideline. So at the 31-yard line, there he
Catch,
is.
one, two.
Down,
Yep.
and second down.
That's a catch, boys and girls.
Back on the challenge. Allen going incomplete here for Gabriel Davis.
I
Second
love
down
how
and
many
10.
deep balls.
Yeah, they're throwing deep every other play, it seems like.
He missed that deep throw just a few
I know why.
minutes
They're trying to get a big lead because they know the Ravens suck if they get down by 2 scores or more.
You know, he can zip it in there.
Because if it turns into a shootout.
You want to say, hey, let's go with the straight change every
Now, they
once
did
in a
win a
while.
shootout with the Browns, but the Browns' defense sucks, I
Only when he
think.
winds up to throw it, you know he's
Bills
got
are
it.
much better than the
It's always
Browns.
been about the accuracy with him.
Brian
He's
Davis.
on.
Right, there's Brian Davis, the Bills offensive coordinator, who has not sent
It's your next Chargers head coach,
13
apparently.
plays, 13 passes, second down and 10. Keep that streak going. Lead guard here. Singletary takes the ball to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, Singletary is kind of the running back right now. They lost Zach Moss to an ankle injury a week ago, so it's really on Singletary if they're going to run it, and it sounds like that's a big if so far.
Come quickly to the line.
This is bizarre. They're not even making an attempt to try to run. They're just like, fuck it. Don't even waste your time.
Stop stealing Rodgers' tape.
It's almost admirable in a way.
Manning both. Third and 8.
Allen on the run again.
Taking
Well,
sure
go
first
for it.
down. He had a
Nah.
great 19 in Omaha. He's got Rodgers
As they kick the field goal.
back to
I don't
back.
think going up 6-0 does you too much good.
Couple of them, maybe. Let's take a look at some of the coverage down the field. Jimmy Smith, one of the toughest assignments on Cole Beasley in the slot there. But once again, just unable to find anybody. But defensively for the Ravens, they're playing well enough here to keep them out of the end zone. Now it's up to their offense to get something going.
That goes down as a rush. Their first 43-yard attempt now. Tyler Bass. If there's a prevailing wind, he's going in.
Wow.
That's why I said to go for it.
So each kicker
Oh no, it's
has missed one.
wide right. Ah! Hit Buffalo. 3-0.
Both teams with the missed field goal early on.
I'm going to quote the NFL Blitz announcer. It's not the game we expected. You ever see that Botchamania thing where Matthew edited all the out of context NFL Blitz announcer stuff?
Really?
How do you come back from a performance like that? And it's got a picture of Sean with Brett and the sharpshooter. And it says, the answer is you don't. And it shows Brett in WCW.
I still can't believe Brett tapped out.
And then he has the announcer go, Emmett Smith. And it shows a picture of Ahmed Johnson. He looks like Emmett Smith.
Emmitt Smith.
Freddie Jones. And it shows Freddie Prinze Jr. when he was hosting Raw. Freddie Jones. And then it's got the NFL Blitz guy going, oh, and it just shows Sid when he broke his leg. Strongbow, and it shows a picture of Chief J Strongbow. Nash, it shows Kevin Nash.
Huh? Nash and yeah.
It's just a picture of Kevin Nash. Muhammad, because he's talking about a Mushi Muhammad, but they took him saying Muhammad. It shows Muhammad Hassan going. Hassan was good, and he had great entrance music. Muhammad Hassan was like one of the best gimmicks from a time where they couldn't come up with anything to save their fucking ass. You know, Kurt Hawkins and Zack Ryder and Lance. No, it was Garrison Cade before he was Lance Cade. How dumb is that? Ladies and gentlemen, Garrison Cade. Oh, that's going to get over.
I don't know too many cats named Garrison.
At least they tried with Heidenreich. First he was John Heidenreich, a redneck, and then he comes back and he's all weird doing poetry.
Oh, I
and
didn't know they gave him a redneck character.
Yeah, because he like debuts on Raw and Steve Austin's gym like, "Hey kid, I heard you got a future in this business. My name's John Heidenreich. Good to meet you, kid." And it was like Stone Cold's taking him under his wing, and then he just disappears from TV for like a year.
I bet Steve Austin had something to say about that.
Heidenreich disappears, and then he comes back as that weirdo character on SmackDown.
Trying to rate Michael Cole.
Yeah.
Nobody over the age of 25.
That is a strange split, isn't it?
Nice, crispy 31 degrees.
To the Green Bay Packers. Aaron Rodgers, I think, hosting his first ever NFC Championship game.
Into a field first time at Lambeau. This drive will start here with a run going nowhere.
Yeah, I think the Bills are on to that.
Stopped at the
But let's run it another 25 times. I know they will.
Jackson's only
They'll just wait for Jackson to bust one big run and get a touchdown like last week.
and Allen is 50%.
They won 20-13 because of that play.
And the rushing on that last play where everything was covered was their first rush of the game.
Yeah, right now the Buffalo Bills are getting penetration against this Ravens offense, and they're catching some of these plays from behind.
Sack and penetration. I love football terminology.
Carl Shepard's just signaling for a stop.
You know how I learned about the NFL? We had these books in my middle school library that were like biographies about NFL coaches, and I read the John Gruden one first. And I was like, oh, this John Gruden guy looks funny. I literally just liked him because he always looked like he was angry.
Oh no.
Oh, a big pass play from the Ravens, and he's still going.
And makes the most of it, breaking tackles on his way to the 35. Stopped there
'Cause I'm pretty sure the cover of the book was Gruden going,
Sometimes I think Lamar Jackson has four eyes, two in front and two behind. How in the world he knew to spin backwards out of this and there's going to be nobody there, I don't know. But that time Dobbins made up for the fact that he dropped that other one. And here they go finally, and it's the passing game that wakes him up.
nothing else. He's got a side view.
oh no, it's a bad snap. Oh, watch him take this and actually fucking do something with it. Almost.
At least he got rid of it.
Wow.
It's in
I don't think Big Ben's fat ass could have done anything with that.
But there's a play. I mean, we saw that in the
You like how Lamar never once gave up on the play? He was like, fuck it, just pick it up and run
his
backwards.
first chances against Cleveland, but Jackson's so quick able to get back there and turn it into anything but a 15-yard loss.
That's an MVP play right there. You go back, you scoop it up, you don't just fall on it, you have the hands to go get it.
Good awareness. Remember when Tony Romo did that against the Rams? And the joke was, well, he was playing the Rams, so he knew it was probably going to work out.
That is a zero play. That is a fantastic play.
Romo ran for a first down when he did that against the Rams.
Great game plan.
And he turned it into a second and 10 instead of a second and 25.
These two teams are definitely playing to their strengths right now.
Had that second drive alive.
Offside. Defense. 5-yard penalty. Repeat second down.
After that snap by Patrick McCarry, now he's playing Drew Brees.
Yeah, you know,
Lick them hands like that. Oh, you know who else I love? After watching all those old Raws, Val Venus. Dude's fucking great, and he's like barely on TV. It's the longer I watch, the less he's on TV. But I know he's going to join Right to Censor pretty soon.
With the moisture fingers, second down and 5. Gain of 2. Gus Edwards setting up third and short.
and right now, the Buffalo Bills are bringing
Val Venus with some of the best entrance music I've ever heard. That fucking saxophone just does not let up in that.
very good, but there's going to have to be a play-action answer at some point. You can't continue to let them play as what they call it, the Ravens call it Buffalo quarters, which was a look they really had not seen when they played a year ago, but now a lot of teams have played it against the Ravens.
3rd and 3, just don't take a sack.
Advantage, third down and 3.
I said don't. Well, there you go.
Jackson fires, and that's it. Complete coverage was good. Milano right there.
Try the field goal now.
Fourth down, and Mr. Tucker will come back in.
You know, Matt Milano's had a tough year, hamstring, pectoral, different things, but they are a different football team when he's on the field. He's their best coverage linebacker, and it showed up huge right there to stop that drive.
46.
He will not miss again, surely.
The wing, more or less, at his back. Won't give any more kiboshes here.
Al Michaels decides to shut up. So it'll be a fair football game.
And that kick.
He missed it. Tucker missed it again.
Caught him. He's done.
What is going on?
You're watching the divisional
Hell of a time to fold, Tucker.
TurboTax Live.
2 missed field goals. They should be in the lead now.
Yep. Good thing fantasy football's over, because I know everybody would try to have Tucker on their team as their kicker. And this game would be pissing me off.
Yeah.
I had Matt Prater last time I played fantasy football.
Didn't mean to click on the video.
Before Prater, I had Will Lutz the year before that. Rob won a fantasy football championship because he just randomly picked up Michael Vick that year. He went off for Andy Reid.
Oh my
And
god.
Rob won the championship. Quarterback really is the most overrated position in fantasy football. You really just need a guy who takes care of the ball. I don't know how people play multiple fantasy leagues. I had a hard enough time keeping up with my one that I was in.
I just always forget.
It got to where it would annoy me, like, oh, I got to sit here on Sunday morning and figure out my fantasy football team. Like, fuck it, I just want to watch the damn games. Keep having to look at injury reports and shit. Although I'd be tempted to do a fantasy football league now with Jeff, Robert, Andreas, and whoever else wants to play. Maybe get my uncle involved. He'd play. You could play. Dylan would play. I could start a league or something next year. Maybe we will.
I know who I'm taking my first pick.
Bo Callahan.
Yep. I was gonna say Taylor Heineke.
What would be a good first pick?
Patrick Mahomes. Tyreek.
Tears his ACL week 1.
Yeah.
Because of course he would, wouldn't he?
Most
I
surprising
can't believe he
statistic
missed
of the night.
Justin Tucker's just trying to one-up Cody Parkey.
Tucker missing. First one.
Bong!
Right.
I love how loud that is.
Right upright.
Most accurate kicker in NFL history.
Well, if he was aiming for the uprights, he succeeded. I don't think he was.
From the 36-yard line. Allen, 7 out of 14.
Oh, bad snap, but he caught it.
Snap.
No pass rush whatsoever.
Protection is good.
You know, it's a credit to how good the Ravens secondary is. They're not pressuring Allen at all, but he's not hitting on these deep passes.
So you saw Tucker's reaction.
But it's not for lack of trying.
Pretty much disbelief, and this is after the second one. And Harbaugh.
I'm still going to roll with him and let him try some more.
Oh.
God, Allen falls down, gets back up.
Gets rid of it. Or
No, completes a pass for a fucking first
Yeah.
down.
Brown, who's living along that sideline now. Another good catch.
How good was that?
Oh, man.
He's gonna fall down, spin around, get out of the pocket.
Remember a couple years ago when Peyton Manning's old ass fell down in the backfield and gets back up and throws for a first?
Only John Brown could get it. I tell you, we've only seen glimpses tonight of greatness from these quarterbacks, but some of them have been on these scrambles.
I got a feeling you're going to see an explosion in the second half, though. That seems to be the modern NFL thing. Defenses can play good for a half, and then late in the game they get tired.
23 off the fake.
He's taking another deep shot. Missed another one, but he was covered anyway. Okay, if I'm a Bills fan, I'm legit starting to get frustrated. It's like, can we please try to run the ball?
Now they had a great play on. They had a wheel route from the left side. It looked like a deep over, and then he turned it up the field. It's a play that takes a lot of time from your offensive line, and he got it. He just could not hit it.
The wheel route with a fast running back should be so OP.
Missed.
but their running backs kind of suck.
That was a scramble with every receiver covered. So Allen took off. No called running plays yet. Still none. Pass to the
Still
outside.
haven't called a single run.
By John Brown, covered by Peters.
All right, let's take a look at the Walmart Plus 4K.
Andreas.
I love doing this. We get
Hello.
inside the game a little bit, and it's been Deion Dawkins working against Yannick Ngakoue on the outside. This veteran player just got paid. He's going to be around here for a long, long time. One of the captains, everybody's favorite, and he has been doing a job. So we've been talking about Josh Allen and how much time he has to throw. It's a big reason why. Didn't give up any pressures at all in that cold stand.
So there is Mabike walking off the personal foul against him earlier.
I want a pair of those purple pants.
Fuck up, dude.
Sideline, one of the guys who
Get off the
rotates up
field.
front.
No, like George Carlin said, nah, let these fuckers lay out there. So they keep calling it a big war, huh? Let the American Red Cross come by and pick these fuckers up at halftime. Let them lay out there. It'd be fun if there's a rule, if you get hurt and you can't move, you got to lay out there and you count as one of the 11 players on the field. So you got to crawl off the field.
Allen on third down is the best in the league at converting on third down passing, and third most among quarterbacks in converting.
I don't see a lot of rookies in Buffalo. It's a lot of guys with experience.
We have not seen much blitzing so far tonight.
Offensive line's young. I don't know about rookie, though.
Here they come.
Finally, pressure on Allen. Fumble. Buffalo recovers, but it's fourth down. He's going to try to get up and run with it. Big, fat offensive lineman.
We just talked about him.
Okay, he took a second to get up. I was gonna make sure he's okay.
And Ravens defense doing a job, but hell, the Bills are making it easy. They're just doing the same thing over and over.
Coming all the way around the
They're
edge.
literally doing
Working against
the same thing over and over on both
Well,
sides. Ravens are running the same fucking run play. The Bills are just dropping back and throwing deep every other play.
That forced them to step back into that sack, and very lucky the Bills were to recover that one.
4th and 20, Jim. I think you punt here.
Second punt. His first one 42 yards.
That was a hell of a punt.
This
Oh,
long
God, yeah. Oh, it went into the end zone.
and skid into the end zone.
Almost perfect.
All right, I'm gonna head home then.
Okay.
I hope when I get home I see Buffalo on top by 3 scores. I'm not expecting it though.
No, not at this rate.
Not if both their kickers keep missing.
Man, both offenses just keep going, oh, let's do the same thing over and over.
We're gonna keep running. We're gonna keep passing.
Ravens are like, we can't pass. Let's just run. Bills are like, we can't run. So let's just pass.
Every play.
I've never seen anything like this. I've never seen both teams just give up on one aspect of the game entirely so soon. It's bizarre.
All right, I'll see you, man.
See ya. Yeah, this game is not. Ow! I just hit my fucking foot on my table. That fucking hurt. That was my ankle. Ow! This game's not exactly going how I expected it to go. That's my friend Cameron. Diehard Packers fan, so he's been here since the first game. He's heading home now. So it was a good day for us. We watched the Packers win earlier. So, I feel like it's been a very subdued stream because there haven't been a lot of big moments today to get hyped about. The Packers controlled the Rams for the entire game. It got close in the second half. The Rams defense stepped up, made some stops. It was a one-score game in the fourth quarter, but old Aaron Rodgers and well, it was really like Aaron Jones and Jamal Williams put the Rams away and ran the clock out. So it wasn't a very dramatic finish in that Rams-Packers game. This game right here has the makings of being dramatic. Certainly not been that exciting so far, but it's got the makings of some late-game drama. Ravens have missed 2 field goals. Justin Tucker missed 2 field goals so far. 41 and a 46, both hit the upright. Both teams are extremely one-dimensional tonight. Very committed to what they do well on offense, but neither one of them's executing it that well. I think the Ravens have actually executed much better than the Bills. They should be on top at least 6-3 right now. But it's 3-0 Bills. And that's the story. You guys know. You've been watching. Andreas, I think that's coming to an end this year. I think the Pack's going all the way down there to the Super Bowl. That's what I think. Go Pack, go, because fuck Tampa Bay and fuck New Orleans. That's why I'm all on Green Bay right now. Oh my God, a pass play from the Ravens. Look out. It's breaking down and Lamar's sacked again. The Packers looked and played like the #1 seed today. Credit to Matt LaFleur for getting that thing turned around from the moment he got to Green Bay.
Rushing lane for Jerry Hughes. So once again, a big negative play by this Buffalo Bills defense, and the Ravens offense, they don't play well in these pure passing situations.
Second 19. Lamar under pressure again. Gets out of it though, and he's on the run. He's at a first down. There's a flag down though, but Lamar got the first down for the moment. It's coming back.
Take a look. There's the grab. You can see it. And it had a major impact on the play, no question about it. I think Vernon Butler would have at least grabbed a little jersey on that one. And so this pitcher's duel continues. Isn't it amazing?
This is unbelievable, this game. It's bizarre. 3-0 Buffalo. And the Ravens are backed up at their own 5 on second down. Oh, and they might be backed up even further. False start. Well, the Bills are winning the game in the field position battle now, that's for sure.
I have never seen human beings cheer harder when a ball hits the uprights than what happened in this stadium twice tonight. I mean, it is.
God, it's great to have fans. They had fans in the Green Bay game earlier, and it just really adds to the atmosphere. That's why New Orleans and Tampa tomorrow is going to be so lame. I think they're going to get them backed up again. Now the Ravens are going to be inside their own 2. False start again.
Listen to this crowd. It's the first time we've been in a stadium this season where you can truly jam the signals.
They are impacting the game, and they know it. Look at it. Around here, they are
Bills Mafia.
crazy.
Circle them wagons.
This town is just so alive with Bills fever. It's amazing. This is some offense they're shutting down here, too. They are jamming this group up.
Offense second in the league in scoring, second down.
Second and 28 from the 2. They're going to get out of the end zone and get some yardage.
Give them some breathing space. Edmonds takes it down up to the 12-yard line. Third and let's call it 18.
Once again, Tremaine Edmonds out there making a play on a 315-pound fullback. But you'll see Edmonds had a bad shoulder earlier in the year and really just simply was not playing good football. But in the second half of the season, you're starting to see him run and hit the way that he did, the way he's being paid to play. They really think he has the leadership skills to be something special.
Third and 18, just a straight drop back pass. He's going for the first. He's got it. And after all that, the Ravens convert. 3rd and 18, they get 20 yards to Hollywood Brown.
So a 3rd and
Wow.
18, and they
I thought there was no chance they were coming out of that.
They end up with a double cross.
3rd and 18 after all those penalties.
You talk about a
Gets
good
converted.
by Lamar Jackson. This is about as dangerous as it comes, but open just enough in front of Micah Hyde and breathing room.
That was a very nice throw by Lamar.
Sequence of disastrous plays.
I have no idea how the Ravens got out of that. And now they go right back to the run. Successfully. 1st down.
It's a first down on a 12-yard run. So they move from their own 1-yard line very quickly out to the 46-yard line on 2 plays.
Big Patrick Ricard, the fullback's going to come in there, and even bigger on the outside, Orlando Brown with key blocks. This is a team that can overpower the Bills. Unfortunately for them so far, their power has worked a little bit, but the speed of the Bills' defense has been better.
2 big back-to-back plays. 1st and 10, 72 rushing yards.
Back to the run. This time it's Lamar.
Jackson
Goes down for a loss.
has to lead it back at the 42-yard line. Trent Murphy did not let him escape. Under 4 minutes now to play in the half.
Yeah, that's a mistake that time.
How screwed up is it the Bills get the 2 seed for the first time in God knows when, and the 2 seed doesn't get a bye? And they're playing again this week, 2nd week in a row, coming off of no bye.
I believe he was going to go down and chase J.K. Dobbins, did not. And once again, a negative play to start the sequence.
Loss of 4.
I'm not really rooting for anyone, but I picked the Bills to win the game. I feel like the Ravens are, like I said, executing a little better than Buffalo, but they've missed 2 field goals. But I picked the Bills to win the game because I stand by my Bills-Packers Super Bowl prediction.
About the blitzing that the Ravens were going to do, but so far it's been the Buffalo Bills, that time bringing Taron Johnson off the edge. There was pressure up the middle as well, and so you had that meeting at the quarterback, that interior pressure and the edge blitz.
With effectiveness, too. 5 out of 9 is Jackson for 74 yards. Justice Hill now in the backfield. Flanking Jackson on a 3rd and 14.
Here comes a blitz.
Jackson
Oh, Lamar overthrew.
Johnson in that time from the edge, helping to force the issue.
That was just a straight blitz from the Bills, and it got there.
Really a heck of a play on the part of Lamar Jackson just to get it out of there. This is almost a
Ravens
hot,
are punting.
which is why it was called. And why is it a hot? Because they have more rushers than you have blockers. So it's just a free shot. Jackson willing to take a hit in order to get this off. They really could make an accurate throw.
Sam Cook, his 3rd punt. Caught at the 10. Andre Roberts, a long-time return man for several teams, out to the 17. 3:07 and a half
3-0.
in 30 seconds.
A thriller indeed.
Businesses are always making.
Oh, shut up, T-Mobile. Always letting me down.
Bills have it at the 18-yard line. Again, that play selection. And the one Buffalo run, a scramble with the receivers covered. Everything else, an Allen pass. As he sets up now, he begins this drive at the 18-yard line. Keep it on the ground this time. And a short game here for Denver.
Is that the first run play they've actually called?
Florida Atlantic, 2nd down and 7.
Yeah, and if you're wondering why the Buffalo Bills aren't running the football, it's because Baltimore Ravens held Derrick Henry and company to 40 yards rushing a week ago. So if they couldn't run, what the heck chance do we have? We're going to let our
Snow flurries.
Josh Allen go make
It
some
snowed in the
plays.
Green Bay game earlier. It was flurries, though, just like now.
Running the ball that we've seen him in some other games, though.
Amazing last week. 18 carries for Henry, 40 yards. no first downs.
I don't know how these guys are playing in short sleeves. Some guys are.
Around, that's caught up at the 22, getting to the 25-yard line as Dawson knocks the tight end. Third down and 3. And that might take us to the 2-minute warning if the Bulls do not run another play, but they do for the moment. At least come up to the line of scrimmage. As if they run one. And just try to draw the Ravens off, which they can't. 2-minute warning in Buffalo. 3-0.
Alrighty. Waiting for something to happen. Boy, the worst part about the Bucks Saints game tomorrow is that somebody's going to win. I think tomorrow we'll be cheering for the Browns, though. Nothing against the Chiefs. I like the Chiefs, but I want the Browns to win tomorrow. Go Browns. I wonder if I got blocked on What's-Her-Face's stream last night yet. Because I'm going to be a belligerent asshole from now on when I play Friday the 13th. Still pissing me off thinking about it. But that's okay. I have my ways of pissing people off. You could be a total dickhead in that game and get away with it.
Time coming up. Aaron Rodgers back in the NFC title game. Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen breakdown.
All is going according to plan. The Packers have the home field advantage in the championship game. And it's going to be ridiculously cold. According to the forecast already, it's going to be very, very cold. Colder than it was today. It was only like 34 there today with snow flurries. I hope it's next level sub-zero cold next week. There's Diggs for a first down, breaks a tackle to the 45. A little something from the Bills now.
First third down conversion for the Buffalo Bills offense. And who else, right? Stephon Diggs. I told you about the short area quickness. Watch that route.
Jimmy Smith. Well, he left for a gain of 19.
Cole Beasley with the drop. Wouldn't have gone far anyway.
Beasley has had a career year.
Number 1 overall pick in the draft. It's going to be Trevor Lawrence to the Jaguars.
Had a great season as the number.
We all know it's Trevor Lawrence to the Jaguars.
Been targeted tonight.
Yeah, he's had a bit of an issue.
If I had the first pick in fantasy football,
A week ago, 7 targets, 7 receptions.
Josh Allen would be a good pick.
Talking with Stephon Diggs.
I say that because I'm watching him right now, but think about it. Josh Allen would be a great pick. You want a quarterback that can run. Get them rushing touchdowns and those passing touchdowns.
Second down and 10. Rising on the Ravens front. But they only send 3
Screen to John Brown. First down.
Stopping the clock at midfield at the 50-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 4 for Buffalo.
You just wonder if Wink Martindale, the defensive coordinator of the Ravens, have fooled the Buffalo Bills just a little bit with all the non-blitzes of this game after what they had shown all season and what they had shown in the game a year ago. So don't be stunned that if they come out in the second half and blitz all night.
I'll pick Carson Wentz. I don't know if those turnovers would be good for your fantasy team.
Defensive side. So they use their
I'd pick
first
somebody like Josh Allen.
timeout. Baltimore's already used 2 timeouts, which could be significant to get the ball back. They're down to their last one of the half.
Yeah, the pressure was definitely up. You got the feeling that he was going to feel it this time. They weren't in empty, though. Usually anytime you got a back in the backfield, you feel okay about at least being able to get the pass off.
Derrick Henry's another good pick, obviously.
Third down here, right?
Be the best running back you could take.
Have time to take a shot back down the field, but Al, I really feel like the wind is impacting the passing game, which is impacting the Buffalo Bills more than it is the Ravens.
3rd and 4. The pass-happy Bills, the run-heavy Ravens. 3-0. They're playing like it's sub-zero temperatures, but it's not even that bad. And the Bills are going to punt again, unless they want to go for this.
4th down, and then comes the punting unit.
Yeah, I didn't think they'd go for it.
Let's see if the big guy, Calais Campbell, got a piece of that one.
And they're going to leave the offense out there for the moment.
Okay, Bills' offense stays on the field.
I'm going to say for the moment.
Yeah, me too. I mean, this is...
Well, it's it. You know, if you get them to jump, then you have a first down. If they snap this ball, I'm going to be a little surprised.
They're at the 50. There's no way they're actually going for this. No way. Nope, they're not going for it. Don't move. Don't move. Obviously.
Here comes the punting unit.
Second charge timeout.
Buffalo takes a timeout.
30 seconds. Timeout.
Ravens have 1 timeout.
Yeah, it would be tough to put your defense in that position, leaving in midfield after the way they played here in this first half.
Seahawks interviewed Doug Peterson for offensive coordinator.
It's in a shutout right now. There it is.
Not bad.
On the 16th.
For some reason, I feel like him and Pete Carroll would go very well together right now.
Been relatively comfortable though here
Easy for us to say.
this weekend. Well, yeah, we'll ask Michelle that question, I guess.
Corey Bojorquez descended skyward. Devin Duvernay stays back at the 10-yard line. Nose down punt. Backspin with the wing takes care of that one. And it skids out of bounds at the 27-yard line. That's a punt. 23 yards. 63 seconds.
Yeah, I feel like Doug Peterson's a little poison right now, Jeff. Maybe he needs to do a Mike McCarthy and take a year away from football and, I don't know, try not to suck. Because right now, he'd make a lot of lists for worst coaches to ever win a Super Bowl, right up there with Gary Kubiak and Brian Billick, Mike Ditka, and John Gruden. Saw 5 Point Vids posted a great video today about that exact topic. Surprised that Seifert guy from the 49ers didn't make the list because, God, he sucked with the Panthers, but he had that Bill Walsh built 49ers team. Yeah, I'm happy with who the Falcons hired. You never know how it's going to work out until you see it on the field, but I'm happy with the decision they made. The Falcons have much better personnel than the Titans. Just the Titans had an elite running back. No, the Falcons got Arthur Smith from the Tennessee Titans. Arthur Smith. He was the Titans offensive coordinator. Hopefully, we can find a running game somehow between the draft or free agency or whatever. Jamal Williams and Kareem Hunt would probably... I don't know if Kareem Hunt's in a contract year or not. Or Jamal Williams is. There's good running backs in the draft. There's bound to be. You fix the running game for the Falcons, you've got a deadly offense. And like I said, they've got much better personnel than the Titans. Just the Titans had Derrick Henry, you know. Because I'd take Matt Ryan over Ryan Tannehill, and I would take Julio and Ridley over A.J. Brown and those other guys. Brown is the only one that's really elite on the Titans receiving core, I think. The Eagles are interviewing Josh McDaniels. For y'all's sake, I hope you don't hire him. I don't think Josh McDaniels will ever work as a head coach. They're interviewing Eric Bieniemy, which is the guy everybody seems to want.
Buffalo, back to the Bill Stadium we come with a minute and 3.5.
We got to a Super Bowl with a mad defense, but it would be great if the defense would get fixed. Falcons have good personnel on defense. Really. They've got a lot of players on defense I like and would love to keep. Here come the Ravens now, trying to hurry and get something. Maybe Tucker can hit a field goal. Lamar hits Hollywood Brown deep over the middle. I think you got to take the timeout here. They're to the Buffalo 34.
That was so good. Lamar Jackson's going to scramble right and stop his wide receiver.
Falcons need help at safety. Safety and defensive end. That's where the Falcons need help on defense, because I will take Grady Jarrett, Foye Oluokun, Deion Jones, and A.J. Terrell any day of the week. I love those guys. But safety and defensive end for the Falcons, that's definitely an area of need. Wouldn't be surprised if they just go straight pass rusher with that 4th overall pick. Okay, the Ravens are in Tucker's range again, but will he make the kick if it gets to that point? Out of bounds, Andrews. Okay, they're across the 30, out of bounds with 32 seconds to go. Trying to just tie the damn game that they should be leading in right now.
Smartly trying to claim that they stopped his forward progress, which would have kept that clock going. But that is some cover man right there.
Jackson held to under 3 yards per rush tonight. 2nd down and 5. 4-man pressure.
Oh boy.
Complete underway intended for Boykin. 3rd and 5.
Now, you're telling the field goal unit, if this gets caught inbound short of the first, you better be ready to run on the field and line this thing up and go, because the Ravens are out of timeouts. I don't know who the Eagles should choose in the draft, but I think it should be a wide receiver. Wide receiver or offensive line in the first round is what I would do. Okay, now you got to get down there and spike it and kick this field goal.
Of course, you have to leave a little time at the end for what would be a field goal attempt.
Probably want run one more play here, but you better be smart with it.
Justin Tucker, you almost think automatically.
Andreas, just draft somebody from Alabama. That seems to work for my team. Draft a wide receiver from Alabama. Falcons do it, and it works. It's a proven formula. Doesn't matter which one it is.
Boy, that lack of timeouts is hurting.
From the 21.
Timeout Buffalo.
And now the Bills will take a timeout. Make sure their defense
Doesn't really matter which one.
is aligned.
Just wide receiver, Alabama.
Great road team on the road in postseason play. The NFL average is 33 which is 1 out of every 3. The Ravens win 65% of their games. 11 wins, tied for the second most all time. John Harbaugh with 8 postseason wins by a head coach.
And I would trade Jalen Hurts.
Tom Landry and Tom Coughlin with that win last
You heard me right. Trade Jalen Hurts.
Didn't know about until his dad called and said, how about that?
Jalen Hurts in Philadelphia is a waste of fucking time.
You count on with John's teams is they're going to be tough.
Trade him to whatever team Doug Peterson goes to. That'd be funny. Since Doug Peterson wanted him so fucking bad. If he actually did. I don't know if he did or not.
Jackson pressured again. Gets
Out of
him
bounds
away.
with 8
Out of
seconds to
bounds.
go. Now you just kick it.
So that took 5 seconds. Then you got 8 ticks.
Just kick it
That
here.
takes a lot of trust. I agree with this call. Bring your
And hope to
kicker
God
out.
Tucker can finally make a kick
Anything
tonight
goes wrong,
and tie this game up.
Right.
You still have on 3rd down if something were to happen to the snap itself. You can't spike the ball, but you could put the receiver in the area, throw it away, and try again.
34-yard attempt.
What's the clock stop for? Nobody has any timeouts.
Play is under review.
Oh my God. We're actually going to review this.
That which was a gain of 5 yards.
A 5-yard gain when they're already in field goal range.
Caught it legally. Here it is again.
Catch. I don't know.
It's a little obscured there, and
I thought he had
yeah,
both feet on the ground.
right. The ruling on the field was a catch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I see what the question in their mind was.
I'd say that'll stand, won't you?
I thought the right one was on the ground when he caught it there,
Yep,
and
right
then he
there.
tapped the other one, also known as the left foot.
My left foot. It's a good movie.
It's been strange, hasn't it? This first half. It's just been strange.
We promoted it as the duel of quarterbacks.
You think we should redo the opening?
Of course.
Come back to the second half.
We're
We'll
only doing
start
something on
over.
the fly anyway, of course.
Yeah.
So it's a
Call
catch. It's
stands.
official.
At least they made it fast.
It stands. And something now from 34, and it doesn't have to go back to 39.
Tell me about the where those uprights are moving.
8 seconds to go in the half. 34-yard field goal. Tucker's missed twice tonight.
The holder. These guys have been together a long time. And this
He
time,
fucking got it. Good God, that was close. It looked like it was going to hook and go straight to the right, but no, it was through the uprights. 3-3 with 4 seconds to go in the half.
take the screw ball
I'm gonna run to the bathroom.
uprights. Not by much.
And look at that ball move in the air. You are trying to find swirling winds.
Swirling
Stadiums.
wind, yeah, you know what? Every stadium you go to, and people say it's a prevailing wind. You know, I did the San Francisco Giants years ago, so I was in Candlestick Park every night. It was wind shear. They couldn't have landed planes there. They would have sent them to another airport. I can tell you the NFL players and clubs created Inspire Change to reduce barriers to opportunity, create progress in police community relations, criminal justice reform, education, and economic advancement. Takes all of us to advance social justice. Visit NFL.com/inspire change.
Pretty remarkable, isn't it? What's happened in the National Football League this year, that first opening night game in Kansas City. And who would have ever believed that we would be here and not missing any games? The Inspire Change has really taken root, hasn't it?
Well, and who would have believed we would be in the second round of the playoffs when we're supposed to be in the second round of playoffs? So one kneel down should end this first half. Without a touchdown, with some missed field goals. We talked to the commissioner before the game about how we've gotten to this point. It wasn't easy, but we're here. Kneel down will end the first half.
Okay.
So, this divisional Playoff
3-3 at the half. It should be 9-3. God, it's got to make you sick if you're a Ravens fan. And if you're a Bills fan, you're like, what the fuck is going on with our offense?
We've got Tony and Chris here. Break down the first half, what to look for in the second half. Plus, Aaron Rodgers heading back to the NFC title game.
Rodgers!
Reeves or Brady gonna visit.
Discount double check.
Coming up, Toyota halftime. Right after this. Want more stats? Hey Siri.
So sorry I'm not streaming Batman tonight. I wish, I'd consider streaming it late, but I don't think anybody'd be here to watch. Not enough people, anyway. I'd like to play it tonight, but I'm not gonna. I'll hold off till Monday. I'm just gonna continue playing Red Dead Redemption 2 off stream on my lovely PS5 because the game looks stunning in 4K. Got to show Cameron earlier. Cameron's a big-time Madden player. He's, really good at the game, and he played Madden on my PS5 for the first time. Got online and smoked some dude. He played as the Raiders, and the other guy was the Packers, and Cameron smoked them. 28-16. We got that as soon as the Packers-Rams game ended. I ended the stream. I fired up the PS5 and let him play it. He's really good at Madden. I'm not. I'm good at certain things in Madden, but I'm not a complete Madden player. I'm very casual. I feel like if you have a basic understanding, I've watched a lot of football, you have the tools to be good at Madden. Which is why I can jump in and play with anybody and do okay. Oh boy, that college football national championship. You see why I didn't watch it? I usually, for a few years there, I was watching college football playoffs pretty heavy, but now I just don't even give a shit. God damn it. Come on, phone. God. Let me look at the numbers here. Yeah, we got to play the second half under new rules. Baltimore, you got to throw the ball at least once or twice every time you have it. Bills, you got to try to establish a fucking run because this ain't Madden. Let's look at the numbers here. Where's the stats? Where are the stats? Josh Allen, 13 of 22, 120. Lamar Jackson, 9 of 16. The Ravens were starting to pick it up there at the end of the half.
So when Baltimore had the ball, Buffalo was doing what?
Yes, Leslie Frazier, their defensive coordinator.
I don't know.
They were going to sell
Both sides should be very frustrated about how this game is going, but at least it's close, at least it's competitive.
So they had all eyes on Jackson. They didn't give him any run lanes. They made him throw the ball.
So was the stream any different because I was hanging out with a friend? I feel like I was more subdued. I wasn't trying to be, but let's be honest, Rams-Packers was not the most thrilling of matchups.
To beat zone coverage, they're going to have to throw to win this game.
Threw for 123 yards, most of them on that last drive that led to the field goal. Chris, 27 plays for Buffalo, one culvert. I've never seen anything like that. What's going on?
Well, it's crazy. I mean, they like to throw the football. I thought they would run the ball a few more times than they have right now. But I think the big thing is, first off, they're not stupid. They saw what that Ravens D-line did to the Derrick Henry and company last week. They're not a running team. And they're going to go down swinging with what got them here. And that's Josh Allen and the weapons. There's been some some plays that have been there to be had today. You see here, Allen had a drop touchdown pass, missed Diggs open down the field. But we saw
You have a
really
pick
good
in the
Seattle
top 10.
earlier
It's
this
very
year.
hard to fuck
I
that
don't
up
think they're
unless you're
scared to
like the
drop
Cleveland
back and
Browns
just
or New York
let the
Jets, who
ball
seem
in
to
Josh
do it
Allen's
almost
hands all day
annually.
long.
Safe to say the team that
But even the
throws
Browns
best
don't
is
fuck
the
up
second
anymore
half
with
is
their
gonna win.
picks.
In this win,
Right.
which is a huge factor. Earlier, Green Bay moved itself to the NFC Championship game.
Rodgers! Go, Pack, go! Aaron Donald was crying. He couldn't even touch Rodgers today. He pressured him one time.
Rodgers, just total command. And the motion, sees its man-to-man coverage. He understands, can they pass this off quick enough with a little pick play? Rodgers gets it out of his hands quicker than anybody in football.
Jalen Ramsey, unhappiest man at that point. 10-3 there, a 3 and out.
Watch his pump fake. Whoop!
With his feet.
Makes Floyd miss, and then Rodgers takes it in. That's why he's the fucking man. That's why he's the MVP. Aaron Rodgers, star of the Pat McAfee show.
They were up 19-10 at the
Now here's an impressive touchdown for the Rams. That was stupid Wildcat shit paid off finally.
Running game, and it was that run game.
Got the Rams back in the game.
90 rushing yards, but then 25
And then Rodgers says, "Fuck you." Here's a deep throw. Alan Lazard. It's over.
The balance of the Packers running game allows them to take a play action shot like that. Packers win.
disappointment for Los Angeles. Green Bay final against the Rams.
Packers rested and healthy, came out and played like it.
That will be the
So whoever wins tomorrow earns a first-class trip to Green Bay to hopefully lose, because fuck Tampa Bay and fuck New Orleans.
The AFC Championship
I hope they
game
both
decided
lose
after this
somehow.
one, and then Cleveland and Kansas City. So let's break down that Green Bay game and talk about why the Packers are advancing.
They're more physical than last year on the defensive side of the ball. And, I mean, we watched.
When they decide to rush more than three, the Packers are very tough to stop on defense, because the only times they were getting beat today primarily was when they were dropping into these zones and rushing
We're gonna have a
three.
great game tomorrow. Tampa Bay Bucks at New Orleans. Brady and Breeze, fantastic. But I'll tell you what, those two quarterbacks, whoever wins, they're going up to Green Bay. And usually the quarterback is going to look at the other team's defense. Those guys, whoever wins, is going to see this Green Bay offense and how well they're playing and realize we're going to have to
Football
to win.
is all about circumstances. The Packers are dealing with some pretty good circumstances right now, especially as cold as it's going to be next week. Against a team from Central Florida or a dome team from Louisiana.
Toyota Sienna.
Hope there's about 2 feet of snow on the ground and it's 0 degrees. And windy. That's what I hope. No matter what happens, I hope next week Green Bay blows out whoever they play. Let's look at these team stats. How was this game? Only 3-3 at the half. Saints Bucks, I don't know who to fucking cheer for, honestly. I'm going to laugh at whoever loses, though. So I guess tomorrow is a win-win for me, because I'm going to get to laugh at a team I don't like. But which one do I like the least? I would usually say Saints, but I don't know. It's a tough call. I'm picking the Saints to win the game because they're the better team, in my opinion. But I hope they lose.
I'm Chris Michelle. Back with you from Orchard Park after this.
Hate the fucking Saints. Fuck them. The Bucks haven't been relevant enough to dislike in a long time. Yeah, Rodgers has never started a home NFC Championship game. That says a lot. The Packers were just the one time they had the 1 seed. Mike McCarthy was their coach, and they got rolled by the Giants. So it's pretty cool for the Packers. You talk about a team that's had to deal with a lot of playoff struggles. Going to Seattle, going to Atlanta, going to San Francisco, getting beat in all 3 of those championship games. Just goes to show you, man, you get rid of Mike McCarthy, you win games. You get over the hump if you lose Mike McCarthy. I'm definitely cheering for Green Bay to go all the way. And this game is just fascinating for, I don't know if it's for good reasons. Seahawks. Well, apparently they should have picked Metcalf because it's working out pretty well. I know a certain other team that could have used DK Metcalf, but I won't say their names. Give you a hint, they wear green as well. Tomorrow at 3, Cleveland Browns, Kansas City Chiefs. Super duper divisional weekend. They didn't call it that.
First half highlights are
what highlights? Tucker missing a couple of kicks. I don't know. The highlight for the Bills was a made field goal.
Chevrolet. Find new roads.
As you can tell, as you look at
Niagara Falls, that's beautiful. I love Niagara Falls.
Jackson, 12 passing yards in the first quarter, 111 in the second, but -4 running the ball. Josh Allen, 120 yards through the air, only 3 on the ground. Bills offense, only 3 running plays. Used in the first half of a playoff game since the 2016 NFC Championship game, and the 4th playoff game since 2000 in the postseason. Neither team had more than 3 points in the first half. That was the year that the Ravens wound up winning the Super Bowl, beating the Giants with that fantastic defense. Al Michaels, Chris Collinsworth, Michelle Tafoya off the
Bills get the ball.
on to next Sunday's AFC.
It's hot in here. I'm opening a damn window.
And the kick was down inside the 10.
And it's a weird kick to just inside the 10. And Roberts has it. 20, 25, 30, 35. He had a lot of space there for a minute. Hey, there was Des Bryant over there. He got run into.
Well, Sean McDermott told me at halftime, Al, that this wind, these gusts, they are so inconsistent and intermittent that they're hard to predict, and it's affecting their passing game. He wants his offense to just find its rhythm.
Yeah, I had to break down and open a window. It's too stuffy in here.
It's impacting the ability to operate out of the shotgun. It's impacting the snaps. So when they're in the red zone, he wants his offense to run it downhill so they can finish off some of those drives.
And on top of it, Michelle, obviously it's affected the kicking game. I think you saw some what they call lake effect snow coming in off Lake Erie. A little bit of that, but for the most part it's been dry tonight. The temperature is 30 degrees. And we start from the 34-yard line. Allen under center.
Singletary with the run.
Singletary.
9 yards. See, Buffalo, it is possible.
Yard gain here.
Bills come out running the ball and get 9.
Start on the ground because the quarterbacks of the Ravens have been getting the job done. Now, it has been Peters that they have picked on the most tonight. 6 targets for him. Kind of staying away, if you will, from Marlon Humphrey and Jimmy Smith. And sometimes a good idea. Just wonder if Cole Beasley is feeling 100% here either. I'm not so sure Gabriel Davis doesn't have a little limp in his game right now, too.
This is
And that run got stuffed. 3rd and 2 now.
One time tonight. So the first run set up a 2nd and short. Now it's still 3rd and 1.
Yeah, that's been one of the issues, right? And this is a very big and very tough defensive line. I don't have to tell you, Derrick Henry knows all about him as well. But Brandon Williams, Derek Wolfe, Calais Campbell inside. That is tough to run in there.
Then they bring up T.J. Yeldon in the backfield, the running back, who has not played since week 5. Will they give it to him? Nope.
Ooh, little play to Dawson Knox. First down.
First down. Jimmy Smith covering on the play.
Great call that time by Daboll because he knows everybody's in there thinking, and Judon and all those guys squeezing down. And just an easy one. Boy, that's a big continuation to start the second half.
At the Ravens' 44-yard line.
Oh, Allen sacked.
At the 50-yard line.
Ducked under one rusher and then got tackled by Pernell McPhee.
For 10 years, Judon helped to set it up. Put the heat on if he gets a sack.
McPhee was so good a week ago, but this coverage down the field is clearly having an impact because right now they are taking away the first look of Josh Allen. And there's Cole Beasley once again, unable to get away from Marlon Humphrey. So you take away the first look and the pressure's there.
2nd and long.
Diggs with 4 catches.
And you know they're not even going to attempt to try to run. Looking for a swing pass. Goes down the field to Diggs. First down. Across the Baltimore 30.
On a 2nd down and 16, over the middle goes Diggs for a gain of 20.
No habla si Wentz.
Brian Daboll is done here. He found the 4th
Wentz throw to other team.
against his best guy, Stephon Diggs, and able to hit a big play there.
Starts that field, cuts to the outside, moves the ball to the 30-yard line.
5 catches, 79 yards for Stephon Diggs tonight. Ravens defense has mostly been doing a good job, but Diggs is getting loose a few times here and there. And they run it. And they get through for a gain of 12 and a first down.
To the 18-yard line. Got away first from Patrick Queen to pick up a double.
Now look, the Bills offense are moving because they're staying balanced. They're mixing in the run with the pass. You've got to stay balanced. I don't care what team you are. I don't care what the numbers say. You have to try to stay balanced. And it's no coincidence that the Bills are driving now better than they have the entire game.
Nice game so far to start this second half.
Yeah, he's calling a good second half. He certainly didn't call a good first half. But Daboll's on a roll now. The Bills are in the red zone. And now Allen keeps it. Read option. Gets a few yards.
Out of bounds at the 11-yard line. Elliott knocking them out there. Picks up 6, 2nd down and 4.
Tyus Bowser was just sitting there reading this play, number 54. He saw him pull it out, but he just couldn't catch Josh Allen.
Catching him's one thing, bringing him down's another. He's huge.
It's all good about trying to have a spy on Lamar Jackson, but the spy can't catch him. Same thing there for Tyus Bowser.
Look at what Wilson does in spite of his coaching, though, Andres.
On this drive.
Allen had Diggs there, threw it low.
The intended
3rd and 4.
3rd down and 4. You get Allen inside the
Nobody in the entire world would ever take Carson Wentz over Russell Wilson.
red zone interception since 18, none. 23 rushing touchdowns, 41.
And I like Wentz. I'm a Wentz fan, but nobody would ever take Russell or Wentz over Russell.
Tire, Sean Elliott would have destroyed Stephon Diggs.
3rd and 4. Singletary back into the slot. Hands in the pocket.
Oh, Singletary's wide open. He's got the first down. First and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line. The premier running back is also a pretty good receiver as well. Third catch for him tonight.
They're spreading it out and creating some of those one-on-one matchups now. So it's not a matter of having to take on the big 3 cornerbacks now. They're starting to go to those alternative coverage guys. So show me where Tramon Williams is. Show me where a linebacker is, and let my running back go out and make a play.
Can they punch it in, though?
Quickly that fires incomplete. Look left, threw it over the middle. It'll be Davis the target. Second down and goal.
Intentional play where they're going to fake the wide receiver screen and then anticipate that Marlon Humphrey is going to make a mistake. That's a bad anticipation.
It won't work very often. Officials step in, make sure everybody can get set here.
Second and goal. They're going to throw it. It's a screen to Diggs. He's got blockers. Touchdown. Good play call. Touchdown, Buffalo. Wow, they mixed in some runs and drove down the field with ease.
Yeah, there's only 2 guys out here, though. You got 2 blocks.
Andreas Wilson Wentz is not in top 5 quarterback. Andreas, you fell and hit your fucking head. Carson Wentz sucks. He sucks now. Coaching's one thing. He's the one throwing the ball to the other team. He is not even remotely close to a top 5 quarterback.
To keep the drive going right at the
Never in a million years.
Halftime adjustments came out, and that was a good-looking drive.
If that's what you're implying, God no.
good. 5.5.
That was Google. Hold on. Google.
Bills up by 7.
You fell and hit your head. QBs. Oh my God. That's an old list. Aaron Rodgers, Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, Deshaun Watson, Russell Wilson, Tom Brady, Lamar Jackson, Ryan Tannehill, Justin Herbert, Derek Carr, Kyler Murray, Matt Stafford, Phillip Rivers.
Go pro at Subway for double the protein.
Don't see Carson Wentz anywhere on this list.
and protein bowls. And if you want to go pro like Marshawn, don't let anything get in your way.
Here we go.
Yeah, appreciate you, man.
Go pro and get double the protein for just $2 more.
Broken windshield, take 1.
Hey guys, my windshield just got broken. I feel like I need to blow off some steam.
Oh, I forgot to mute it because I was working the Google machine. I'll tell you right now, Russell Wilson is a top 5 quarterback. His back probably hurts from trying to carry that fucking team through the playoffs this year. Bad as their defense played for the better part of a year. Got my window open and it's still hot in here. It's like 30 degrees outside.
Where the Baltimore Ravens are taking on the Buffalo Bills in this divisional round matchup. Before we get back to the game, we have a special.
What is this?
What is
Mute. Not interested in any of this.
City Hall providing a nice backdrop for this promo. Or I can tell you that on Thursday here on NBC, you can catch Mr. Mayor, the Dancing and Company, Thursday night right here on NBC. There we go. 30 degrees.
30 degrees and dudes with no shirts. I'm just not manly enough.
And then trickle down through the end zone, and Lamar Jackson will take over at the 25-yard line.
All right, let's take a look at our next gen stats powered by our friends at AWS.
Andreas, if you don't think Russell's a top 5 quarterback, you may as well quit watching football, man. You need to watch something else. Because he's a top 5 quarterback.
With their pressure defense, in particular, bringing people off the slot, Terrence Johnson.
And he damn sure was this year.
Number one culprit there, of course, that was a sack by Levi Wallace early in the game.
You done fell and hit your head. Oh my God, the Ravens come out throwing the ball and the Bills came out running the ball. What is this half?
They've been getting some pressure on Lamar Jackson. He took another shot on that one just as he released the football.
Snowing again.
Jackson 10-17 for 130. Back to the pistol, a favorite formation. Looking for that first down and getting it is Dobbins. Working out of Ohio State, picked in the second round. 5th running back selected in the draft. First down.
Yeah, how about J.K. Dobbins? All he's done this year is average 6 yards per carry. Pretty remarkable. Leads all running backs. Unfortunately, there's a couple of quarterbacks out there that have a higher average than that, one of them being his quarterback.
Jackson over 1,000 yards on the ground this season. First down play here.
Three.
Pick up a couple. Ravens over the past couple of seasons. Last 6 games. This year, regular and postseason, 1,573 yards, including over 400 against the Bengals. 206 rushing yards.
What? He led him to 2 Super Bowls, and you're saying he can't get to the MI card now. Dude, he's been to 2 fucking Super Bowls. Russell Wilson has. Oh, he's been to 2 Super Bowls. I don't think he's that good, though.
Barrels his way into Buffalo territory, signaling his first down.
I know 2 great quarterbacks that didn't even make the fucking playoffs this year because their team sucks ass. I'm talking about Deshaun Watson and Matt Ryan. Deshaun Watson and Matt Ryan are great quarterbacks, but their teams went 4-12 because the team sucks. It's not just one player. We got to stop talking about football like it's fucking golf, like it's just all about the quarterback. It's all in the quarterback. Are there not 21 other guys lined on the field? Yeah, oh, poor Russell. He couldn't get past the fucking first round because his offensive line sucks. And his defense for the better part of the year was a turnstile. It's like, come on. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. I'm not worried about him losing a playoff game because their team wasn't very good, but somehow still won like 12 games. Tell Deshaun Watson and Matt Ryan to just do it on their own. And we all know how good they are. Lamar sacked. 3rd and long.
Jerry Hughes is there. Quentin Jefferson is there as well. 3rd down.
Yeah, I think Quentin Jefferson really was the one that got there first. Going to get the initial penetration, then Hughes is going to clean it up.
Russell Wilson's team won the toughest division in football.
I mean, that was not a blitz. That is just straight pass rush. But whenever
The toughest division in football. The defending NFC champion 49ers. The Rams with the number 1 ranked defense in the NFL. The Cardinals with an explosive offense. Toughest division in football. Seahawks won it. Uh-oh, Jackson on the run on 3rd and 13. He's got it. First down. Did it his damn self.
Lamar Jackson weaving his way out of trouble. Needed 13, got 15.
Boy, this drive is so important.
quarters defense where they're playing 4 across. They're thinking,
Got to keep this game close.
Down at 13, he's not running now. There he goes. You know, he's just so dynamic, and professional athletes actually look slow when they're trying to catch him or they're trying to tackle him. That's the reason he was the MVP.
Won the award last year. Rodgers
High snap.
High snap, but he's able to hold it in. And Gus Edwards picks up a yard or 2, second down.
That was the best catch of the night right there by Lamar Jackson. I mean, they've already had one bad snap. Watch this one, high and away.
The Texans suck after Hopkins left because they're well, the Texans were going to suck anyway. With or without DeAndre Hopkins, the Texans were going to suck. The Falcons were doomed because they can't cover the pass to save their life. Dead last in pass defense. And the Texans weren't far off. Their defense was pretty bad, too. They were going to suck no matter what. Didn't matter who played wide receiver. You could have had fucking Jerry Rice and Randy Moss on that team, and it wouldn't have mattered. They were not going to win more than 5 games or maybe 6.
Willie Snead is to the 25-yard line.
The Texans were just doomed regardless.
Making the tackle there, 3rd down and 1 for Baltimore.
You know, Willie Snead's been a big part of this offense, but only 4 catches in the last 3 games. Maybe he's somebody that can begin to break it, because right now what the Buffalo Bills are offering up for Lamar Jackson are some quick throws. So if he can get it out of his hands quickly to backs, to slot players.
3rd down.
Greg Roman sending in the play here on a 3rd down and 1. And the handoff.
Tom Brady set the all-time playoff passing record in the Super Bowl, in which his team lost 41-33 to the Eagles because their defense couldn't make a stop. Tom Brady set the all-time passing record, and his team still lost because it's a team game.
And make the first hit in the backfield. So it has been the quickness that we talked about.
Team game.
Leslie Frazier's squad that has really created some opportunities.
Everybody on that field matters.
Again, though, first down.
It's just who gets more right and who gets more wrong. That determines who wins and loses games. Well, the Ravens are really moving now. There's Willie Snead. They were just talking about how he's only had like 4 catches in 3 games. He got 9.5 there.
That's what's there. That has been open all night long. Now they have Willie Snead in the game, and there's nothing wrong with that. There's no shame in taking a profit, as they say. Just come out here, turn around. Here we go. Get the ball out of your hands, slow down the pass rush. That'll make him stop blitzing. Nice run after the catch.
So the score was 3-3 at the half, and each team comes out with a good-looking drive. Buffalo's culminated in a touchdown. How will this one end? 2nd and inches.
1st and goal.
First down. Dobbins to the 10-yard line.
It's a J.K. Dobbins.
Ravens are grinding it out. The Ravens are fun to watch because it just feels like every first down they get, they have to bust their ass for with the style of offense they play.
Really, where he's come into play this year for John Harbaugh is his ability to occasionally bounce one out around the edge and give him an explosive run.
Averaging over 5 yards per carry. 1st and goal now. Just inside the 10. Drops the snap. Keeps it.
Oh, boy.
Outside he goes around the point for gain of 2.
No, Andreas, there was definitely doubt. You guys couldn't stop shit that night. But lucky for you, they couldn't stop shit either. That was one of the most entertaining Super Bowls of all time. Difference is, one of those 2 teams made it back the next year and won, and the other team hasn't done anything since.
Like a receiver starting to look downfield before he looks it in.
You got the fucking botched snaps tonight.
Still gets a little something out of it.
This has been a long-ass drive. They got to get a touchdown. They just have to. Have the ball this damn long, you've got to get in. Lamar. Oh. Lucky just to avoid a sack.
That's a killer right there, because Marquise Brown was wide open on this play coming across here, but he just simply could not get the ball off the
Both teams have definitely taken dramatic steps back, but I guarantee the Patriots will have a winning record next year. The Patriots will win at least 9 games because they weren't that far off this year. 8 players opted out because of COVID. That definitely hurt. Big name players on defense too. Oh, it's intercepted. Oh, Lamar, no, and it's going all the way. Tre'Davious White's got to block Lamar for making this tackle, and the Bills will get a touchdown out of it. Touchdown, Bills. Pick 6 from the end zone. 100 yards back.
Just going to drop back, and you just simply don't see that underneath player. But that's not the story of that play.
Watch Tre'Davious White with this block on Lamar. Lamar can run him down. Tre'Davious White gets in the way.
And the Buffalo Bills.
Touchdown, Bills.
Buffalo rocking like they
Oh,
haven't been rocking
horrible
in
decision by
20-some
Lamar.
It's 101 yard return, tying the longest ever in a postseason game in the history of the National Football League. Timer pass now for the extra point. And it
That was
looked
ugly.
like we were going to be possibly tied at 10.
17-3 Buffalo.
Kids had a heck of a night. 17-3 Buffalo.
Now the Ravens are going to get in trouble here, down by 2 scores. Lucky for them, there's a whole quarter to go, but this is the exact situation they cannot afford to be in. Nobody can really afford to be down 2 scores, but certain teams are going to struggle more than others. And you're probably going to see a replay of their playoff game against Tennessee last year where they got down and couldn't make enough big plays to keep up and score quickly, because, like I said, the Ravens have to grind it out and just methodically wear you down with the run. Now, at some point, they're going to have to open it up and get big pass plays or something. I don't think the Eagles are going to suck for 10 years, but it will not be an immediate turnaround. The Eagles are a rebuilding football team. Lucky for you, they're in a shit division. So they'll look competitive more often than not, but I don't think the Eagles are going to turn around and just be, oh, they're back in the Super Bowl or anything like that. That's going to take some time. They pretty much have to gut the entire team and rebuild from scratch. Other than Wentz and some guys on defense, they're just going to have to rebuild completely. Wide receiver, offensive line, secondary. Keep that defensive line together, though. I think the Eagles are really going to miss Jim Schwartz. I think Schwartz was the most underappreciated coach on that coaching staff, really. He'd have probably been a better head coach than Doug Peterson, to tell you the truth. Schwartz is the guy who got the Lions back to the playoffs when he was their head coach. I think Schwartz is a miracle worker, but he's not in football anymore.
This divisional playoff game being brought to you by Intuit TurboTax Live. By Geico, you can save even more by bundling home and car insurance. And by the all-new all-electric SUV from Volkswagen, the ID4. Reserve yours now at VW.com/ID4. Let's look at the new Patricia Allen Pediatric Recovery Wing at Oshai Children's Hospital here in Buffalo, named for Josh Allen's late grandmother, after Bills fans donated over $1 million to that hospital in her memory.
Every time Josh calls to update his parents, they cry like babies, he says.
What a tribute. Touchback here, 41 seconds remaining in the third, and we're back in 30 seconds.
17-3. Well, the bad news is you throw an interception, they got run back 100 yards for a touchdown. The good news is you get the ball right back, and there's a whole quarter to go. So glass half full, Baltimore. Glass half full. Two missed field goals and a pick six. That's a good way to lose a playoff game, Jeff, isn't it? Two missed field goals and a pick six the other way.
41 seconds. That's Reggie Gilliam, who needs some attention on the field after the run back. And let's go back to the interception. And that Jerry Hughes play was gigantic, too. A couple of plays before.
Yeah, they dropped the snap, right? And so they end up with nothing on first down, a couple of yards maybe. And then the pressure by Hughes forces him to miss the wide open Hollywood Brown for a touchdown. And then here it is. Karen Johnson, you can see number 24, but Lamar Jackson was staring it down the entire way and he never saw it. There he is, watch him. He's just watching Lamar Jackson just dropping back in his zone. But he had a feeling right there. He was standing in between the two receivers, but then able to stay on his feet and even outrun Lamar Jackson down the field, and Buffalo went berserk.
So Johnson not only with a play of the game, but he's pressure from the outside on a couple of occasions.
Talk about a complete half for the Bills so far.
Give him a 14-point lead. 101-yard pick, as we said, tied for the longest in NFL postseason history. George Teague, who was playing for Green Bay at the time, did it against Detroit in '93.
Long way from over.
Oh, yeah. 15-41 left for the regulation. No game here. J.K. Dobbins stuck at the line of scrimmage.
I just can't tell you how impressed I am with what Leslie Frazier and this defense is doing. This is an offense and this is a running game that is so difficult to stop. They are not a big, powerful defensive team, but they are winning with speed. They're winning with stunts, defensive linemen shooting, linebackers shooting, and they're making big negative plays in the backfield. Leslie Frazier's won championships a lot of different ways. Player, coach, people used to call it.
Oh, it's another bad snap. That's intentional grounding. That's intentional grounding. Or was it? Is it a safety? Did he throw the ball from the end zone? Oh, Lamar's hurt too. He's on the ground. But was it in the end zone? Or was he at the one? It depends on where he threw the ball. I think the one ref's saying he threw it from the one. At the very least, it's intentional grounding.
Intentional grounding. Number 9, offense. The ball will be placed at the spot of the foul, the 2-yard line.
The 2-yard line. Yeah, I did not think he was in the end zone when he threw it. But it was another botch snap, and now Lamar's on his back.
But that right now is gigantic. End of 3. Back after this.
Boy, that's terrifying there. Well, looks like most likely. We're going to the fourth quarter here. Buffalo up by 14. My Super Bowl picks are still alive. I said Green Bay, Buffalo. We've taken some odd roads to get here with the Browns winning and the Rams winning to get to this round. Not good. Yeah, the center's probably played his last game. He's been snapping it to the left and snapping it to the right. They've had a couple go under Lamar. That one probably got him killed from the looks of it. At the very least, it put him back at the 2-yard line. I didn't think it was a safety because I figured he wasn't in the end zone. Oh, reminds me of the year my Falcons had a really bad center. Todd McClure played center for Atlanta from 1999 to 2012. He retired before the 2013 season. And throughout the entire 2013 season, our offensive line was a pile of shit, and the center was fumbling the snap all over the place. Lamar's jogging to the locker room. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Remember the last time Lamar Jackson had to go back to the locker room? By the way, it's 3rd and 33. Good luck, Baltimore. 3rd and 33 from their own 2. Ooh. Oh, my God. He got all the way to the 21. That's not bad. Hopefully Lamar will be back by the next series, but we all know what happened the last time Lamar jogged into a locker room late in a game. He's going to take his good luck shit. Baltimore defense got to make a play. It's a line drive punt. And it takes a good bounce, and Roberts is not going to get to return it. So, not bad for Baltimore. Rolls to the their Baltimore 23.
14-14 left in regulation.
Boy, Baltimore Ravens seem to play best when their backs are against the wall. We'll see. When I saw Lamar going in that locker room, I said, uh-oh, I've seen this before. Seahawks will probably win somewhere between 10 and 12 games. I think at full health, the 49ers are still the best team in the NFC West. And we all know the 49ers were not at full health this year. But they beat the Rams twice, and they beat the Cardinals when the Cardinals had everything to play for. I think the 49ers at full strength are better than the Seahawks, Rams, or Cardinals. And they're really better than most of the teams in the NFC. I would have much rather have seen the 49ers in the playoffs instead of the goddamn Bears. So, I look for the 49ers to bounce back next year big time. If they can replace Robert Saleh, who was probably invaluable to that team for what he got out of a beat-up, injured defense, missing starters all the damn time. Saleh is going to be a great head coach, I think. And I think the 49ers will miss him. But their talent could rule the day. They're that good. They didn't luck into that Super Bowl run last year. They were steamrolling motherfuckers. Running the ball and playing defense. Seattle's not going to fall off a cliff. I think they overachieved this year, winning 12 games. But I think the 49ers bounce back big time next year. Eagles go 2-14, but beat the Cowboys twice. Jeff, that's not unrealistic.
By Geico, spectacular shot from above Niagara Falls. Beautiful lighting, great tourist attraction. One of the all-time classics. Back we come, early fourth. 24-yard line, first down for the Bills. Driving caught Gabriel Davis. Actually, at the gain of 5 there. Brown makes the catch, second down 6.
Yeah, Al, no choice now. We're starting to see the Ravens come after Josh Allen with the blitz.
Yep, Ravens are starting to press and try to bring pressure.
All season. Tonight they had a great game plan. I mean, they really did. They changed.
I don't know what the injury is with Lamar. His head bounced off the ground. He could be getting evaluated for a concussion.
But the offense gives up the pick 6, and now they're in a hole.
The Cardinals and the 49ers deserve to make the playoffs more than the goddamn Bears did. First down, Buffalo. Cardinals, 49ers, and Giants all deserve to make the playoffs more than the shitty Bears. And they would have been more entertaining to watch because they're actually decent teams.
As far as the blockers are concerned, and it's really pretty easy pitch and catch after that.
Allen, 19 out of 30, so much more accurate this year. Part of it is the progress he's made. Part of it, a lot of shorter throws, which will normally help your completion.
Gonna take something big from Baltimore here. There was a high snap for you.
To the outside, and John Brown, the intended receiver. To pump up Allen, here it is. 7th overall pick at 18, 56% completion percentage, very low. No 300-yard passing games, no 4 touchdown passing games. We move ahead, 2020, 69%, 8 300-yard passing games, and 4 touchdown passing games. And in the MVP consideration anyway, 2nd down and 10. Even though I can't imagine anybody but Aaron Rodgers winning that this year.
With a first-year head coach, I have medium expectations, but certainly I expect improvement. 9 wins.
They thought they had the right guy.
9 wins and a shot at playoffs for my Falcons.
He can't do. He's done it now. And he's got Dable as his offensive coordinator, and Dable's in
3rd down now for Buffalo.
Head coaching job.
He is definitely in the mix. It was interesting, though, in training camp this year, what they did was set up situations, blitz situations that had given them problems in the past. And so the defense set it up and ran the blitz. The offense created the plays.
3rd and 7.
Most difficult on Josh Allen, and he has turned all of that mess into real positives.
No rush at Allen. He finds Diggs wide open for a 1st and more.
Comes back to the middle of the field. First down to the 48 of Baltimore. Jamal Williams makes the stop.
I tell you, it is really fun to watch Diggs play football. Jimmy Smith's one of the best pure cover cornerbacks that this football team has. Stumbles there, but the catch and run skills of Diggs this year, he has just been basically unstoppable. And now one of the things that I love about
I told you my cat's very smart. If she can't get somebody to come to the door, she comes to my window to get me to let her in.
Minnesota was not going to trade him inside the NFC. Trade with Buffalo, he goes, love it, perfect, and he has loved it.
Fires over the middle, and there's Diggs again, making the grab close to a first down.
That was a gutsy throw right there.
I think this game's about to be put away.
Defenders that time, and turn around and make a snap throw without really looking with a lead like they have. That's the kind of year it's been for Josh Allen.
We really are separating the elite teams from the pretenders in this round. That's for damn sure.
He's been tough tonight. He's missed a few.
We saw it earlier with the Rams. We're seeing it now with Baltimore.
Game in Houston last year when he had
Good teams, but just a step behind.
made those big mistakes. Not this year.
Well, Diggs has now picked up 106 receiving yards. Allen keeps it,
And they run Allen out of bounds for a loss. Ooh.
runs into the Baltimore bench. Knocking over somebody down there. We check with Michelle.
But when I asked Deion Dawkins why things clicked so quickly between Stephon Diggs and Josh Allen, he said, I see them as 2 big kids. They saw talent in each other. They looked at each other like, hey, you're just like me, and hey, you're just like me, and we should be best friends. And they could see themselves in each other. They didn't miss a beat. He said it was a solid flow, and they're proving themselves to one another. He said they grew a giant respect bubble.
Michelle, you would know as a Minneapolis resident, he would live in immortality in that city. He made that Minnesota Miracle catch to beat New Orleans.
And they've kept the Bills out of field goal range for the moment. It's 3rd and 11.
3rd and long.
Don't you think it's interesting, though, that Brian Daboll here with a lead, right? You're comfortable, you're feeling good about things, and he's still throwing the ball. I wonder if that would have been the case a year ago.
No, probably not. By the way, just to finish what we talked about before, in the mix, the Chargers are looking at him. I know there's a lot of reports out there that's imminent. It's not imminent. I know that. There are other guys that are coming in for second interviews with the Los Angeles Chargers, but Dable at least is in the mix out there. And there's another kicker to that because you can't hire a coach until his team is out of postseason.
Bills are in the driver's seat. He's got time. He's going for the touchdown. Overthrown, incomplete.
At the goal line, John Brown, you got Elliott back.
Allen was going for it all. He wanted to end it now. And instead, they get nothing for it.
He just keeps firing rockets down the field. There's John Brown. I keep thinking that he may start having an impact as he gets.
Boy, I wish Robert Griffin III was healthy, man. It's so fucked up that he's not.
Last quarter of the season, now forced to punt just too far
Just
out.
the Ravens have been doomed all year for whatever reason.
Back there as well on double coverage. Has to punt. And the wind will knock it down, but he gets a nice.
Ooh, what a good bounce.
And that's going to pin the Ravens inside.
9:05 to go. And the Ravens have a backup quarterback in.
Presented by Intuit
It's not looking good.
Live.
I gotta close my window now. It's fucking cold in here. Yep, it's a little too cold. But it was nice cooling this damn room off. If you're the Ravens, what do? Draft a wide receiver and hope Lamar learns how to drop back pass in the offseason? I don't know. New offensive coordinator, maybe draft a wide receiver. I feel like the Ravens have a lot of things to contend with. We're already trying to put them into the offseason with 9 minutes to go, but come on, they're down 14 and Lamar Jackson's in the locker room. Is Bobby Boucher going to come out here and help the Mud Dogs win the Bourbon Bowl? Probably not. God, it is cold. So cold, my feet hurt.
Obviously, the locker room for the Ravens. Lamar Jackson's still
Lamar
in there.
Jackson's still in the locker room.
Well, we saw Lamar Jackson go down hard on his head, and you'll see it on this play in the end zone right there. And so he is officially in the concussion protocol. You saw him take it back to the locker room. That means he is in there answering a series of questions, being evaluated. He's been back there for about 14 minutes. He has to be cleared by the independent concussion specialist and the team doctor.
Ravens come out running the ball. What a surprise.
So meanwhile, it's still Huntley. He's the only other
Bills just got to bring this thing home.
picks up about 4. And what does Roman do right now? Huntley's a guy who, with Robert Griffin hurt, Trace McSorley got hurt, so they brought Huntley up, took him off the practice squad. He did
Tyler
get some
Huntley.
action over the last 2 weeks down the stretch.
2019 All Pac-12 first team selection. Didn't know shit about this guy.
Take a shot.
Second and 7.
Well, he hit Willie Snead there for a gain of 5. 6 maybe.
30 short. That's Taron Johnson. You know, a lot of plays tonight, including the biggest one.
Yeah, he's probably the MVP of the night here so far. And you just wonder if this is already 4-down territory given the circumstances for this Ravens offense.
I think it is, even from this field position, 4-down territory.
Winner to the AFC Championship game. Out of the pistol on the 3rd and 2.
Hey, Ravens get the first down.
Big, important run.
But do I have any confidence that they can sustain this drive? I don't know.
Here is what the Ravens thought they
Robert, we're all secretly hoping that happens just because we all want to be entertained. I picked the Bills to win the game, but also I want to be entertained by the impossible happening.
Get the movement down to the ground, and there you go.
That pass is incomplete, dangerous.
That ball hung in the air really long.
So is Tre'Davious White. 2nd down and 10.
Yeah, that's what a young quarterback may not know, that if you see number 27 on that side, throw it to the other side.
Michelle, what do you know now?
Well, we've just confirmed that Lamar Jackson has been declared out. So
Yeah, Lamar Jackson's not coming back.
He'll stay in the locker room. That's a requirement of the concussion procedures.
Concussion, put him out.
So Jackson tonight, done for the
That's
night.
tough.
Set the Huntley throw.
Oh, man. Tipped at the line, but caught by Willie Snead.
By Snead, you know, when they activated Huntley, everybody's asking about him, and Lamar was telling the media and Bulwark, we're trying to keep him under the radar as much as possible. You'll see when it's time to see it, it's, well, he's over the radar right now. He's on the radar.
No more. This is where you need one of your stars to come up with a play. But the guy who's been open in these circumstances has been Willie Snead in the slot.
3rd and 8, under 7 to play. Once again, here comes Johnson from the backside. And
Looking for Dez Bryant.
Johnson around
Dez wants a flag.
passing
4th
down.
down.
Dez
You got to go for it, though, right?
4th and 8.
Now, Dez Bryant at this point in his career is
I
not
don't
going to
know.
scare many people deep, and you can see Levi Wallace.
If you get Kenny Galladay, I wouldn't go that far, Robert.
There, he tries to get deep. He's all over.
I'm not ready to declare Taylor Heineke a Super Bowl contender quarterback. I don't know.
14, backup quarterback.
4th and 8 from their own 29. The Ravens are going for it. Game on the line right here. This guy's taking more shots down the field than Lamar was. Here comes a blitz. They're going to heat him up. Throws it deep. He's got a man. Oh, he had Hollywood Brown for a touchdown and missed it. Oh. They blitzed. He didn't even flinch, and he throws it up, and he misses Hollywood Brown. Oh. Son of a bitch. Robert, you almost got your wish. Jesus Christ. God, that's a tough miss. Told you the kid was he was actually making good throws, trying to force a couple things, but look at the situation they're in. And then he made he made a good read there, but the throw was overhead by a mile. Go ahead and turn my PlayStation on, charge my controller up before I play in a little bit. Russell Wilson might be the best deep ball thrower in the league. He's up there, him and Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers. Russell just throws that thing up and it just drops right in there. Look at you, Robert. Robert, you're disrespecting the Browns by just flat out saying we're going to have Chiefs Bills next week. You don't know that. Although I'm with you, I'm picking the Chiefs to win tomorrow. But I'm just saying.
The 2021 North American Car of the Year, and by Comcast, partnering with community centers to create Wi-Fi.
Don't be disrespecting the Browns.
For students. Speaking of lifting, with a recent
Hey, there's John Gruden.
Super Bowl celebration starring contenders left in the playoffs.
Is that a young Mike Tirico with John Gruden there?
4 times, and they're 0-4 back in the 90s. The Browns have never even been to a Super Bowl. They played
I felt like we were destined for Chiefs-Bills in the championship game, but we're not there yet. The Bills are well on their way. We got to see about tomorrow. Although Josh Allen's running fucking backwards, and he throws it over everyone. Even his throwaways are impressive. What an arm!
Almost one amazing play here. A little out and up by Hollywood Brown, and he is wide open. But Al, we have seen repeatedly tonight throws going in that direction. The overthrows have been happening. Here's this one. We thought that was a bad miss, but I think it's the wind because we've seen the punts going the other way basically do the frisbee.
No, I don't think the Browns defense can hold up against Kansas City. Browns defense is not very good, but I'm just saying. The Falcons had the worst pass defense in the league, and they shut Kansas City down. Anything's possible is all I'm saying. Do I think the Browns will do it? No. But it's not out of the realm of possibility that the Browns somehow fuck up and win that game.
That's the short answer. But it is less dramatic.
We got to give the Browns their respect. They didn't get enough respect last week. But I'm sure they prefer to not get any because then they're fired up and they'll come out and overachieve.
We haven't seen you on camera yet, Michelle. Is that a win factor too?
The flags are starched. And the Bills are going to take a timeout, and they'll take a timeout for 30 seconds.
The Chiefs looked a little off. They sucked in the first half against Miami, 3 turnovers. They sucked against Denver, but won the game because, well, it was Denver. But they still sucked against Denver. Couldn't finish drives. Couldn't get it in the end zone. Atlanta's dead last pass defense pretty much shut them down for the majority of that game and forced turnovers. Chiefs turned the ball over like crazy. Those 3 games right there were pretty fucking alarming if you're a Chiefs fan. And now it seems like everybody in Kansas City's been on vacation for a month.
Browns, Chiefs. Well, if it's the Browns, right back here. Chiefs, the game is in Kansas City.
I'll tell you, I don't think you can make a field goal going in this direction. You would need a few more yards to try one.
Tucker missed one earlier. An upright, it's 3rd and 11.
Yeah, the Chiefs played bad against a couple of bad teams. I know Miami was good, but we'll say that Atlanta and Denver were bad. And the Chiefs played bad. The Chiefs won the game against Atlanta on a missed field goal. The Falcons missed a field goal.
And Baltimore's going to call a timeout here.
Jeff, is that a legitimate prediction or just a joke? I'm picking the Chiefs. I can't bet against them.
Matchups tomorrow. Cleveland, Kansas City. Our friends
But I want to believe in the Browns so bad.
that one. KC trying to repeat as a Super Bowl winner.
I just want to
Patriots
believe.
last to do that back in 03-04. Browns haven't been to a divisional round since '94. And our friends Joe and Troy down in New Orleans with Tampa Bay and New Orleans. And you know what the headliner is there? It's Brady, it's Breeze. 3rd time they've matched up this season.
Chiefs 63-45.
Done well in the first 2. Certainly we saw one.
It's tough to call.
blowout in Tampa.
It really is tough to call.
So after tomorrow night, it will be said. We're in the Elite 8 right now, as they say in college basketball. Head to the Final Four. 44-yard attempt. to tie
Bills are going to try this 44-yard field goal. Swirling wind.
Georgia Southern rookie.
This building's always been windy. Most people have forgotten because they haven't watched many Bills games in years. And it's no good.
No good.
Boy, now if the Ravens could repeat that play to Hollywood Brown and hit it this time and do it really fast.
I've never gotten over it. I'm sorry, Buffalo. Back after this.
It's not college football, but the Chiefs have the ability to make it look like college football. Yeah, I have no hope whatsoever in Cleveland's defense. None whatsoever. They lost a shootout to Baltimore. And I know they were up big and playing a lot of prevent defense last week. They gave up 500 yards to the Steelers. So, I don't buy Cleveland's defense at all. You ever wonder what I look like? You want to see what I look like? I'll show you what I look like. I'm not afraid. Actually, no, don't go there right now. The Twitter picture will work just fine. What does Dale look like? I don't know. Okay, I admit, that's an old picture. That's me from like a few years ago. I think I still mostly look the same. Don't hate me because I'm beautiful.
Short game. Those will give them all those that they want. Catch made there by Miles Boykin. 2nd and 6.
You really just need one touchdown.
I need to update that picture.
Options start to come into play.
I don't take many pictures. Gardner Minshew. I wish I looked like Gardner Minshew.
This is not a bad strategy at all. For the most part, they're going to give you those throws, as you said. But you could go down and get a cheap one.
Under the right circumstances, I'm a handsome son of a bitch.
That one will get 6 one more time.
Well, the Ravens are moving the ball, but Bills are playing a lot of prevent D. They're going to need to hit something over the top and quick here. They had it on that last damn drive. Hustle.
Second down and 8, gain of 2.
See some of that athleticism there.
I don't see the Gardner Minshew comparison. Like I said, he's much better looking. That's a good looking man. Here comes a blitz. Oh, he wants to stand in there and make the play. He goes down. And the ball is out. That was like the laziest, slowest fumble I've ever seen, if they're going to count it as a fumble. They're going to say he was down.
Line the clock again. They'll make it 3rd and 17 after that loss.
Overload blitz, and the throw is going to be in the same spot that it was That entire sequence, all they had to do
I
was
go out of
find
my
that
way to
ball.
enunciate.
But again, that's just a lack of practice time.
Down he was, elbow down. Third down, 16 now, spotted at the 48-yard line. Four-man rush. Huntley escaping again, throws on the
Oh, he hit Hollywood Brown that time.
first down and more. Marquise Brown
Gets out of bounds, stops the clock.
at the 20-yard line.
What a great play that time.
Remember how quick the Bills gave up leads last week against the
Basically saved
Colts?
this drive.
I'm just saying.
He's going to go in and just take the ball away from, I think it was Taron Johnson here. He's in behind, and now watch him drive hard back and be able to make the play.
This dude's making really nice throws.
Look at this.
Huntley's doing a really good job.
Comes off the bench.
Give him credit.
You think not a chance in the world? 6 out of 9 for 60 so far. Deep drop to the outside.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Only gone for much anyway. Intended for Justice Hill. Matt Milano shakes him up.
They're Bills fans are like, come on, can we just wrap this fucker up? Like, we nearly had a heart attack last week.
Well, this Bills defense has been so good so long in this game. And then you kind of get down to these moments, right? And we talked about it a little bit in Pittsburgh and with Cleveland. Like, you don't want to give them too much momentum and make throws too easy.
This is a defense that gave up 472 yards last week. Been great tonight. Huntley escapes.
Run! Run!
Looking for the first down.
Gets out of bounds, stops the clock. 3 minutes to go. It's first and goal. They got 2 timeouts. 2-minute warning on the way.
Looks like a 10-year veteran right now.
Yeah, I'm kind of looking for some blitzes again, right? That's what they've been able to have some effect on the quarterback tonight with. I'll tell you, this has been good by Tyler Huntley. Right down the field, and there is still plenty of
RG3's backup job may be in jeopardy here.
4 tries from here.
Because this Huntley guy looks good.
Huntley's legs are probably going to be a factor.
You just tuned in. You think that might be Lamar Jackson with a different number from the 8-yard line.
It was good that they got a backup that with very similar skill set to Lamar Jackson.
Johnson,
RG3 and Huntley both.
third year out of Weber State, picked him in the 4th round.
That was a wasted play right there.
Play of the night, the 101-yard interception return. That guy's had a pretty good night too.
Al, so far tonight, it hasn't been the Reed guy that has been impacting those handoffs. It's been a secondary defender out of the secondary that's been able to take away those outside runs.
Second and goal from the 10. Huntley sails
Ooh.
incomplete.
Nearly led his tight end right into the goal post.
Beats the goal
Third
post
and
as
goal.
well. Third down and goal.
Tell you, the guy that's had a nice game so far tonight is Tremaine Edmonds.
Fuck it, hold on.
Sideline to sideline.
I'll try to show my hair.
And then good and
Look, I'm
coverage
fucking
there
gorgeous.
right down the middle.
Kidding, I'm not gorgeous. See, look, I got normal looking hair.
250.
And look at all those hearts and care reacts.
Ravens have 2 timeouts.
Mwah, I'd fuck me. Kidding. I'd advise against it. That's me now. Oh, god damn it. That would have had a chance to be a touchdown.
Starting to look toward the
Face reveal.
couldn't handle it. 4th and goal.
Al, I can only tell you that one of the worst nights
I take
ever
about
had
2
is
pictures a year, and that was
building.
within the last 2
Just get the
weeks.
feeling that those balls are moving in ways that the Baltimore Ravens are not used to seeing them move.
I don't like to use I would stream with a camera, but I don't want to put the effort in to look like a normal human being. I'd rather just chill in my room looking like shit and play video games talking to you guys. So that's why I never use a camera. 4th and goal. Come on, score. Make it interesting. Make it interesting. Come on. No! Andrews drops the touchdown. He was triple covered and he got it in his hands.
Andrews right there by the goal.
And time to go home, boys and girls.
And Buffalo takes over on downs.
Tremaine Edmonds there one more time, but Andrews did get his hands on this ball. Not sure he could have gotten his feet down. in
Bye-bye.
bounds or not.
Nevermore.
Maybe so.
Nevermore.
Just barely out of his reach. I think he would have had his feet down, though.
Buffalo Bills going to be in the AFC Championship game.
10-yard line. And Baltimore can
Imagine that.
stop it twice. Plus the 2.
Yeah, I thought that was going to come down to be a touchdown, but good job, Bills defense. They didn't fucking fold this week like they did last week. Last week they just fucking folded. Actually, it'll be around 3:05, I do believe, Robert. I think it's around 3:05. There it is, 3:05 tomorrow, so the game will really start at 3. So yeah, we'll be back here at 3 tomorrow. And then next Sunday at 3. The championship games. We know Green Bay's in one.
Who hosts the AFC Championship, which will be the late game next Sunday. And all games are presented by Intuit TurboTax Live. Second down and 10 now. So the Buffalo Bills will be glued to the TV sets tomorrow. Wondering whether they're off to KC or hanging
It's
around.
Buffalo, Robert. Anything's possible. Is that TJ Yeldon?
13-yard line, 3rd and long. We can tell you the night before's Super Bowl 55, the NFL's brightest stars will be recognized for the best plays and moments in the 2020 season. Tune in to NFL Honors, Saturday, February the 6th, 9 Eastern on CBS. Gang up here, Malibu, Kelly Hayes, George Hill, Andy Freeland. A whole, what a crew we have. We just want to thank our crew for, I mean, this was a different year than any year we've ever experienced.
What a year.
Yeah, last game on NBC till September.
The entire NFL. I mean, these players have been tested every single day, and they have stood the test of time. And the fact that we're still playing football is quite a tribute to them individually and to the National Football League as a whole.
It wasn't easy, but just about everybody.
Offsides. 3rd and 2 now. Calais Campbell jumped in the neutral zone.
Neutral zone infraction number 93. Defense 5-yard penalty. 3rd down.
Calais Campbell is the over-anxious one.
You know, and think about what's happened this season. There have been some teams that haven't been to the playoffs in a long time. Starting right here with the Buffalo Bills, the Cleveland Browns, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. It's been a very, very interesting football season.
Not quite ready to say it's the changing of the guard just yet. Still got New Orleans in there, you got Green Bay in there, you got Kansas City in there. It's a very
Yeah, they're just short of the first. Got to run it down to the 2-minute warning.
And the next time the clock stops, it'll be a 2-minute warning. And a likely Buffalo punt.
We all know Fox and CBS always get each championship game, and then the Super Bowl rotates from year to year. The Super Bowl rotates from NBC to Fox to CBS, and this year it's CBS. Next year it'll be NBC. Pretty nice of the NFL to work that out with the networks. They just rotate the Super Bowl every year. Without that pick six, we could be tied at 10 right now, Robert. Hell, it could be, the Ravens could easily be winning 12-10 right now, if you really want to get technical about it. It should be Baltimore 12, Buffalo 10. But missed field goals and a pick six, that'll damn sure lose you a playoff game, especially a close one. And my Super Bowl predictions are alive and well. Now, I haven't decided on who I think is going to win the Super Bowl. I just picked the two teams that got there. I lean towards Buffalo if they get there winning it all. But should I really bet against Aaron Rodgers? I don't know. That would be a tough one to pick. But I said Bills-Packers Super Bowl. Hopefully I'll be right. Actually, I really don't care who makes it out of the AFC. I just don't want New Orleans or Tampa to make it from the NFC. But we shall see. This is why they play the games. They must play the games for a reason. Yeah, T-Mobile wishes they were that good. Every time I see that commercial, I get mad. I'm like, you fuckers are lying. The Last of the Dinosaurs play tomorrow at 6:30 or whatever it is, 6:40. The Last of the Dinosaurs. The Big Bang. That's what I'm going to call the stream tomorrow. The Big Bang. It's going to wipe out the last 2 dinosaurs.
Right after the game, per usual, the Volkswagen post-game report. Michelle interviewed the star of the game.
Jurassic Park.
The playoff brackets.
Jurassic Park 3.
Partner, you and I will put a bow on it.
All right.
Yes.
Well, with T-Mobile, you definitely get what you pay for. Woo! That was almost blocked. And a running into the kicker flag, and that's going to end the game. The Bills will get a first down here. Running into the kicker, 5-yard penalty. Roughing is 15, but I think it was running into the kicker. Either way, game over. Running into the kicker, yeah. What can you blame him? Old John Harbaugh, the special teams coordinator, coming at you trying to block that punt. First down, Bills, game over.
You almost had to go for that, though.
Yeah.
Totally understand that.
I'd have brought everybody after that punt.
Giving it a shot, but cannot blame the special teams unit, and here we go.
Bills are in the AFC Championship game. The Bills are in the AFC Championship game. This is not a drill.
Banners at us and going crazy. This is the Buffalo Bills moment, man. I can remember these teams in the 80s and 90s, how great they were.
They went to 4 straight Super Bowls in the 90s. Didn't win a single fucking one. And they really only got close to winning one of them.
Playing in the championship game.
Right, go back to Thurman Thomas and Andre Reed and Bruce Smith and Darryl Talley and Cornelius Bennett. 4 straight Super Bowls. Each one an agonizing loss, especially the first one when
New England nowhere to be seen this time of year.
field goal attempt by Norwood against the Giants in a game in Tampa. 3 more visits. All ending with no trophy. Mark Levy, the coach of that team, wound up in the Hall of Fame. Some great memories, but they never got to the Lombardi. They're trying to reset the clock.
Well, can we hurry up?
Well, for the moment, time stood still. But you can't beat Father Time. Even though the 2 guys playing quarterback tomorrow in New Orleans have beaten it.
What'd you say? Father Time doesn't know where they live?
Doesn't know what Tom Brady lived.
How about that guy? Sean
Imagine.
come in here.
Hey, Andreas, what's it like to go to 4 straight conference championships and not win any of them?
And the Pagulas,
That's probably worse than going to 4 straight Super Bowls and not winning.
the state of Ralph Wilson, who's the founder of the team. Came into the American,
One more kneel down and it's all over.
an original franchise, one of the 8 back in 1960. Some early success. Some pretty good players in those years. Jack Kemp was the quarterback. In the 90s, ran for vice president of the United States.
I tell you, right now, you have to give some credit to Brandon Beane, the general manager. He took a chance. They moved up in the draft twice to go get
GG.
Then they rebuilt this offensive line. Then they rebuilt the wide receiver core. And now they are going to the AFC Championship.
respect, two guys who served on that same staff in Philadelphia. And there is one of the great heroes of the night. You just saw him in the shot there. Taron Johnson. A guy who,
Look at how Washington won 2 of those 3 Super Bowls, though. Strike shortened seasons.
The guy tonight.
He really was, and he's really been known for his ability to get pressure off the edge, and we certainly saw that tonight.
Bizarre circumstances.
Dropped back in coverage, and he made the biggest difference.
Okay.
Game report coming up.
That's all. Buffalo wins 17-3. Green Bay wins 32-18. Tomorrow at 3. Oh boy. The Browns and the Chiefs. You got to watch to see what's going to happen. Good night. I'm not going to bed. I'm going to be up for a while, but I'll see you guys tomorrow. Good night.